Console Drones Gamer Talk Podcast.
Hello listeners, gamers, geeks, grown-ups, and internet. Welcome back to Console Drones Gamer Talk Podcast, talking video games and chilling with our friends right out of northern Arizona, somewhere in Washington, at that one place in Texas. From the Inside the Miserable Map shipment, this is season number 2, episode 158. You're listening to a weekly podcast where we talk about everything and anything but mainly video games. I'm your host, Chris, and today the full crew is here. This is a very special episode. We have 2 listeners joining us today, and this week's format of the show is a bit different than others. So let's welcome in Nick and Gene to the podcast. All right, let's start the show.
It's time for What You Drinking and What Have You Been Playing?
All right, let's start off this week with our special guest, Gene.
How's it going?
What are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
All right, so I'm drinking Voodoo Ranger IPA. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. Hit iRacing up when I can too on the PC, and waiting for Supercross 3 to come out here in the next couple weeks.
Nice. Sweet. Is that it, buddy?
Yeah, that's pretty much been it. Just a steady diet of Call of Duty and iRacing.
Hell yeah. All right, we're going to move on down to our second special guest, Nick. What are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
Right now I'm drinking Kink Whitney, the pink lemonade flavored vodka from New Amsterdam Vodka. It's from a hockey podcast called Spittin' Chicklets, so if anybody wants to look at that, that's cool. Let's see. This week I played a lot of Call of Duty with you guys. I played some Path of Exile on my computer. I played Gears 5. I'm pretty deep into that right now. A little bit of Forza 4, some Lego Incredibles with my daughter on PS4, and that's about that.
Nice. All right, we're going to move on down to Miguel. Miguel, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I am drinking wine, Moral Compass, which I bought when I was in Phoenix with Deuce and his wife. Because why not? I never drink wine. I figured, hey, I'll buy a bottle and I'll drink it for the podcast and get wine girl wasted.
You have a tampon in?
I forgot that.
Oh, you better go get your feminine napkin.
But yeah, that's what I'm drinking. And I've been playing Call of Duty and a smidge of Overwatch with John. Nah.
Do you guys like Overwatch better on console or on PC?
It depends on the day of the week.
Yeah, it's a really more of a mood thing.
Is it Tuesday? On PC.
Yeah. If I want to get my ass kicked, I'll play on PC. If I want to get my ass kicked slightly less, I'll play on Xbox.
If you don't care, you play on PC.
Yeah.
You just want to play. Kind of like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, we're going to move on over to John. John, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm currently drinking a Glenmorangie 10-year Scotch. And if I finish this during the podcast, I will be drinking a Icicle Brewing Company Bootjack IPA.
Nice.
So,
Bootjacks.
Since we met last, I gave The Witcher another go. I started over on an easier setting so that I would try and actually get through it. And I didn't get to the Griffin yet. I decided to go and do some of the side missions first. And then Miguel got on and yelled at me because he was going to Phoenix, so he wanted me to come play Call of Duty. So I had to stop playing The Witcher. Actually, no, I was watching a movie. But anyway, Miguel got on and I had to stop playing The Witcher. I played Overwatch and a fuck ton of Call of Duty. And that's me this last 2 weeks.
Sweet. All right, we're going to move on over to Joe. Joe, what are you drinking? What have you been playing this week, buddy?
Currently, I'm almost done with it, but it's a 805 Firestone Walker from California. And when I finish that, I'll be drinking Heretic Tangerine Tornado. It's a blonde ale. So I'll be drinking that.
Big can.
That's a mighty big can. As far as what I've been playing, let's see. Call of Duty, a little bit of Call of Duty. Played some Rocket League on the Xbox. and I started playing Fallout 76 and ESO and Old Republic again. So
Gross.
Nice.
gross. Shut your mouth, Miguel. Damn it. You're just mad.
Oh,
You can't just go around hitting people.
we also played a shit ton of Top Golf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you guys going to Top Golf without me.
We can go
Fuck
into
you,
that
buddy.
detail a little bit later.
Fuck you,
What?
buddy.
What?
No, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Are you
Chris, what about you?
Happy birthday.
All right, so right now I'm drinking a Starship IPA. It's actually pretty good. I'm enjoying this shit. I really like the can too. It looks cool. I don't know if you've ever had.
pretty dope.
Yeah, it's by New Belgium. And let's see. This week I've been playing some Call of Duty. Lots of that. I've been playing more on my Mortal Kombat cabinet, and then on my Switch I've been playing some Dauntless. So that's pretty much me this week. That's all I've been playing. So. All right, so we're gonna jump into a little bit different format this week. Miguel?
So I know we're not doing what the fucks, but I gotta address a what the fuck.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, really.
Oh, really?
Wait. You have a dress?
So in the mail today, I got this lovely package.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
When you open this lovely package,
Please be what I hope it was. It is outstanding.
You got a chocolate dick. Bravo, dude.
Happy birthday, Miguel.
oh, thank you, John. Fuck you,
Was that
John.
from John?
You're welcome. That is the best $31 I have ever spent.
Oh my god.
You know, I got it in the mail today, and I was like, I didn't fucking order anything. What the fuck is this? And I open it, and I'm open to see the box because it's sealed, and I'm like, God damn it. Joe asked for. I'm like, Joe asked for my address the other day, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Joe, and he probably asked for John. Ironically, though, Chris's wife also asked for my address a couple weeks ago for something else. So I was like, somebody gave that address to John. God damn it, John.
You are welcome, my friend.
Hey, did you open that box at the mailbox, like right there? Or did you open it like without anybody seeing it?
The mailbox is right outside the door, Chris.
The mailman's looking at him like,
Oh, Miguel, you got to take a bite.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
John probably wants you to take a bite.
Come
No.
on, you got to take a
No.
bite.
Is it solid or is it
Now the
hollow?
question,
It looks
Just
the
the tip.
question is, the
that's
question
the
is,
tip.
are you going to eat it?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, he's going to eat it. Look at him. He's
I
going
feel
to eat it.
I feel obligated to eat
You
it.
are obligated to eat it.
because it's a fucking
On-
$31 of chocolate.
The real question:
That looks dark chocolate.
Are you gonna go?
It
ball
is.
for
It
Shaft
is dark chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah, Balzer
gross.
Shaft. Good one.
Yeah.
God dang it! I was gonna ask that. Good shit, Gene.
I love
Listen
you,
up here.
Miguel. Happy birthday. I was
Thank
like,
you, John.
I was,
Fuck you,
I wanted to
John.
get you something for your birthday, and I couldn't think of anything, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect.
Does it have hair on it?
I may have
Teabag it,
sprinkled
Will?
some beard hair on it.
Put some beard hair on it.
I was gonna say dark chocolate goes well with wine.
Oh,
You get to that bottle, you get to the bottom of that bottle, I bet you eat that chocolate on camera.
Now we know why he's drinking wine.
Oh my god.
We might get there.
actually, you make this public, you
Adam.
might be able to get some tips for it. You never know.
It's all
Make some money off this thing.
I don't know. Joe's probably actually recording video today, and because of that,
No, I'm not.
okay, I was gonna say if I actually did that, he would actually go through the time to edit it and put it out there. So probably not. Fuck you,
Atta
John.
girl.
Thank you, John. I appreciate
you
you.
go.
Oh! Fuck you, Chris, by the way.
Yay! I got
All
one.
right, let's move on.
Ding ding ding.
All right, so this podcast is a little bit different format. We're going to be talking with our special guests, Nick and Gene, this week. So where do we start from here? Joe, go for it, buddy.
Okay, where do we go from here?
Yeah, what are we talking about this week?
How
What
are
are we
you
talking-
now?
How are
All
you now?
right, Nick, Gene, I'm going to ask you some questions since
Okay.
these guys are stage fright.
I'm scared.
So you each can answer in your.
I'll slap you with a chocolate dick.
I bet you will. I had to get the extra special package on that because I didn't know what the temperature was, and they said if you're shipping it to a hot climate, it will melt.
It came with an ice pack and like insulation. Yeah, it was in a really big
That's
package.
legit.
I was like, it looked like I ordered a hoodie. To be honest,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was in a very large package.
Because I didn't know what the temperature would be like in Flagstaff right now.
It's like 44.
Oh, it would have been fine. But anyway, so it was extra money for shipping because I had to get the insulated package. Anyway, so Gene and Nick, why don't you guys tell us what kind of games you guys like to play? And we've played COD with you. I played Overwatch with Nick. But what's your favorite type of game mode or game?
Well, I'd have to say probably I like sports, so I'm Madden. I buy that Madden every year, no matter how bad the reviews are. Got to get it.
No matter how much the same it is.
Yes, I love it. Got to. I mean, I'm looking forward to the NCAA football coming out soon. Now that they signed the new deal through California and Florida, I believe, or whoever. How many other states signed that whole thing? But pretty much a lot of sports, and then supercross, motocross games, and anything and gun games. Man, love it. Can't get enough of it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Real quick follow-up question though. So, do you play more on PC or on console?
Well, for like all like Madden and gun games and stuff like that. Obviously, Madden's console, but iRacing I normally just do PC. That's where I kind of bought a computer or rig, anyways. Was for iRacing, and then everything else console.
Okay.
And which I know you guys are gonna hate, but I have a PS4 and I got an Xbox. I know you guys are Sony haters.
No. That's Joe.
That's Joe.
That's Joe.
That's just Joe.
Okay.
The only hatred
listen-
I've sent Sony's way is that their UI could be better and their friend stuff could be better.
I
But
agree
their
on that.
games
Yeah.
are fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, when I first got back into gaming again, like I got a PS4 and I got used to their UI and then jumped over to an Xbox One. And holy crap, was I lost for a while trying to figure out how to do anything on the Xbox. It took me and Risky had to explain how to do some stuff on there. And it's just, there's so much more stuff on the Xbox with Mixer and the social groups and the Game Pass and all this kind of stuff. Where on PS4, it's like, there's a list of your games. Here's where your friends are. Go play.
Would you say it's like iPhone and Android?
I've never once touched an iPhone.
100%. I would say 100%.
Which is where iPhone is like Sony and Android is Xbox. Okay.
Yeah, I think user friendly wise, Sony is like you could give it to your kid, right, and they can figure it out.
My kid just hopped on Lego Incredibles almost by herself, and she's 6.
And so I think Xbox, I mean, which is odd though, because I feel like a lot of when you play people online, I feel like a lot of users with Xbox are kind of younger, right? And then when you go play online with Sony, sometimes I feel like it's more of an adult gaming console, but I don't know.
Well, the
That might
PS4
just be me.
the PS4 has outsold the Xbox by a considerable margin lately, especially with the numbers when they're looking at with the PS5 and the Xbox X,
Series X.
But Xbox is more social media friendly, like getting you to play with your friends on, having the Mixer streaming on there, having the uploads to profiles and videos and stuff like that. Well, PS4 has it, just not as in your face, ready to do it as Microsoft and Xbox does.
It's hidden in the background.
Yeah. Anyways, gaming wise for me, I'm selective in my sports gaming. I haven't played Madden in probably 15 years because it got so.
Wait, who was on the cover of Madden when you last played it?
God, I don't know.
Randy Moss,
Marshall Falk.
Probably Dan Marino. But no, because I got my. I don't think I've had. Honestly, I don't think I've had. I think I was 20 the last time I owned a copy of Madden, and I'm 36 now.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I do play like NHL. I play hockey on there. The one big sporting game I got into was FIFA. When I lived in Seattle and my brother lived in Houston, that's how we used to.
Joe.
Yeah, we got to cut. No.
Joe.
FIFA.
Well, there's a reason behind it. My brother is a soccer fan. He lived in Houston. I lived in Seattle, and that's the way we hung out. We would get on Xbox and we would play FIFA, which is not a very deep, concentrating, crazy game. You can play back and forth and have a conversation. And so that's why we got deep into FIFA. But I play a lot of shooter games. My favorite series is the Borderlands series, just on gameplay and usability of it. Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all times, which is why John is stupid.
Wait a minute, Joe.
And honestly, Call of Duty gives me anxiety. Because I'm not very good at it. And Miguel and John like to point that out regularly.
What? I would never.
Because we care.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that your last 3 podcasts you've talked about my KD at least once.
God, it's awful.
That guy. Not Miguel, that guy.
See, I'm over here to you, Miguel, so it doesn't work. So... You're pointing at nobody. There you go.
Yeah, he's pointing directly at you. You're in the middle.
So,
I'm just glad that you're taking the heat off of me, dude. That's awesome.
That's what I do, baby. Like I can take it. But then I've started to get back into PC gaming with the Game Pass and able to download games onto your PC. I've got Outer Worlds on here. Like I said, I've got Forza 4 and Gears 5. I'm playing Gears 5 keyboard and mouse, which is very different
Interesting.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Finding out the key bindings and then getting used to using them again has been actually pretty cool to do. Path of Exile. And so I'm also big into like the Diablo 3s, the Torchlights, and the Path of Exiles. Those, walk around and just murder things over and over again. And so, yeah, I try to kind of be all out there. The ones that I have a hard time with, I had a hard time with like Fallouts and Outer Worlds. I'm having a hard time with that long, drawn out. Yeah.
Yes, Joe. Yes, Joe.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah. No,
Joe, you had your hand raised. Joe.
Come on,
you
Joe.
had your eyebrows raised.
Yeah, okay. Okay, John, okay. So you said you playing Outer Worlds?
I'm trying it. Yeah, I'm not very deep into it.
Okay. Okay, Nick. Nick, okay. Yeah, because they Obsidian made
Yes.
Fallout New Vegas, so
Right. Well, and here's the other problem. So I got New Vegas, and I have it on my PC, and everybody has told me that it's absolute shit. That you need to mod it to clean it up. Well, I had a friend come over to mod it, and it did not go well, so I haven't been able to play it. I need to completely wipe it and reinstall it. Yeah.
Does it sound like a mod?
so-
It sounds like a sabotage.
Maybe. Well, my brother originally screwed it up, so I actually blame him originally.
Yeah.
But so Outer Worlds, it's that, I just haven't been able to, it hasn't been able to grab me yet. Like I know that when the game grabs me, I'll be able to run with it. Gears 5, I'm playing a shit ton of because it's got me in that I want to see the story. I want to see how it goes, but I just haven't gotten to Outer Worlds yet.
Oh God, good luck. Quick comment.
Sure.
Is it just me or does John look like he's in a 90s porno on cable?
It looks like he's sitting in a crash room.
Okay, it's all better now. Okay.
He's in a craft room, yeah.
His feed was fun up on my computer.
Maybe because you let your computer go dark.
No, he's frozen now.
Now his feed's fucked up. Now your feed's fucked up because it went dark. Talking shit.
My screen. But no, for real.
Eat a dick, Miguel. Eat a dick. There it is.
you should put some Da Bomb on that.
Oh God, that sounds terrible.
You should see if it's cream filled.
Oh
God.
Oh my God.
You didn't pay extra for that?
Maybe. They let me fill it.
Oh my God.
Now I'm definitely not doing it on camera.
But that doesn't mean he's not doing it.
That's it. Just the camera.
It's going to taste like scotch and top ramen.
I sent it
Oh
to
my
somebody
God.
else, and they're like, "Are you gonna actually eat it?" I'm like just break it up in little pieces. I'm like, if you do it, you gotta do it
the right
right.
way.
Yeah, you gotta do it right. If you do it,
With the pinky up and yep.
cup the balls.
There you go.
However you do it.
Just relax.
You're the professional.
John, how do you do it? I need
don't.
tips.
I don't. I'm good.
You already have
Google
one right
it.
there.
Oh boy.
All right. You guys have any
Fuck
questions
you.
for them?
I don't know. What do you guys like to play? I guess we'll start with. I'll just say Deuce because that's the only person I know's gamertag. So
Okay. I'm a large fan of action RPGs. I like sports games. Huge.
Wow.
So huge.
It's huge.
Large.
Yeah, I do like Assassin's Creed. It's one of my favorite game series. I'm huge on Halo. I like Call of Duty. I also like racers, very much so. I got all the Forzas. That's racist. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Drive Club. Played that.
He really enjoyed Murdered Soul Suspect.
That's not a racing game, asshole. I try to give games a chance, and I watch the trailer, and if the story is compelling enough, I'll play it. So that's mostly why I played Murdered Soul Suspect, because at the time it was like nothing else. But yeah.
Yeah, but so was LA Noire, and that turned out to be shit.
Depends on who you ask. I mean, LA Noire is on like what, the Switch now, and a lot of people like it. They like that style of, didn't the same people that did LA Noire, they did Heavy Rain? Miguel.
No, Rockstar did LA Noire.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. But anyway,
Wah, wah.
yeah, I like racers. I do like sports games. Rocket League, I still like Rocket League. If I'm going to play soccer, I'm going to play Rocket League. We used to play Rocket League a lot.
Yeah, we did.
I've been itching to play Rocket League.
Yeah, they have like all new shit now, and I'm like, oh! So,
I tried to get into that, and I cannot believe how good some dudes are at that game.
oh yeah,
Oh, they're
Mhm.
wicked good.
Where the
Yeah.
ball's gonna be at. It's just like it's crazy.
yeah.
Surprise,
it kinda-
surprise.
It kind of pisses me off a little bit because I'm on the bottom just driving around, and dudes are flying above me, and yeah, it's
Are you a power bottom, Gene?
frustrating. I'm more of a goalie, I guess. I just think
Yeah.
that just defend. I'll
Yeah.
just annoy you.
It's okay, Gene. Nick's on the bottom all the time.
Someone's got to be. Someone has to.
Hey,
Nick is a power bottom.
I can handle it. All right.
I just remembered that Miguel and I also played Blackout.
Oh yeah, we did, and that was
Yeah.
fucking
Terrible.
terrible experience.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone else can attest to this, but I personally feel like Black Ops versus Modern Warfare, like the sensitivity and like the control of your weapon is like totally different. So I went to Blackout and like I went to go aim at somebody and I went way overcorrected over here. So I was like, yep, this is terrible. I suck at this. Time to go back to Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
So
He kept
please
apologizing for dying.
So please, John outlived me every time, and so did Risky.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's not good.
If
So-
Risky outlives you.
Please bring Battle Royale to Modern Warfare so I can enjoy it.
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
No.
They already have the maps, right? So you know they can make some pretty cool maps. I think.
I mean, if they did Battle Royale on like Anaya Palace, I could see that. Or that
It'd be
farm
fun.
one that they got
Yeah.
rid of.
They would put new maps in. It'd be fun, or a new map because Battle Royale is generally a map. It'd be fun. It'd be better than Ground War was the other day.
Fuck Ground War.
The
And
other
you guys
day.
played Ground War without me?
Yep.
John needed to capture flags. You weren't there.
I still need 30 more.
For whenever I join.
You
in,
needed 30 to begin with.
That was 20. I needed 20.
You want to
I
play
got
that
those 20.
stupid ass shipment every time I join in.
Hey,
I like playing shipment to get my the things I need done for my gun because you can do it quick and you can get them all done quick, and then your gun is gold.
Risky and I played Shipment today, and it was on Domination, and I just pulled out a rocket, and I was working on... Because, Nick fucking has a gold rocket, because apparently that's all he uses.
He's also a Bastion main, so don't be surprised.
I'm not a Bastion main anymore. Fuck off,
but you were.
Okay, when I first started playing, yes, I was a Bastion main. But I didn't know better, all right? And then I actually learned how to play the game, and fuck you, John.
I was literally just pulling out my rocket as soon as I spawned, shooting it at one of the points so I can up my rocket, my Pila, because I usually use a
We're
RPG.
not the rocket boys.
Some of these billet sisters are rocket boys.
Fucking rockets, boys. But yeah, I was like, it's Domination on Shipment. I'm just gonna rocket the point every fucking time I get.
There you go.
I have a question for you guys. How do you guys all know each other? Is it just through gaming, or do you guys?
I met Miguel playing Overwatch.
Grinder.
And then we hooked up
Joe.
on Grindr.
Hey, Joe, eat a dick, Joe. Eat a dick.
You gotta, whatever happens to the chocolate dick that's in there, you have to keep the box. So you can just like randomly pull up the box. And
You mean just the shape of the?
No. Just where it says eat a dick.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the
Hey,
plastic.
honestly, Miguel, what you could do is melt chocolate, pour it back in there, and then
Send
just
it
keep
back.
remaking that dick mold.
No.
Yeah,
Miguel,
just keep eating a dick.
you should cut out where it says eat a dick and put it on the shelf right back there next to that
Marcus?
action figure
Marcus
or whatever it is.
Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus Fingers. Just put it right there so all you see is just eat a dick sitting right there.
Like, tape it to the inside of that shelf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Great idea, Nick.
Yeah.
It's the most contribution you've done to Call of Duty ever.
And
Sun
then
shines on a bullfrog's ass every once in a while.
And then when somebody needs to eat a dick, you just point. Yep, eat a dick. Yeah. So yeah, I met Miguel playing Overwatch, and we played the fuck out of that game. And then randomly, he was like, "All right, I got to go do my podcast." I was like, "Wait a minute, you have a podcast?" And then I found out about the podcast, and I started listening from episode 1.
Oh God, sorry.
Which
Poor little feller.
was painful.
I never went
think-
back that far.
I
Don't.
did. Don't.
Don't do it.
please
Don't do it.
The audio in episode 1 was atrocious.
Sorry.
I had to have headphones on and cover my ears to hear it. It was so quiet. Anyway, so I started listening to the podcast, and then I would send emails in, and then they invited me onto the show, and then they eventually made me a regular. So that's how I know them.
All right.
Captain Willie.
Joe, the look that Joe just gave was the biggest mistake of his life. Saw that look, Joe.
But look,
Watching you. You're like, that one. So that's my
He
contribution.
doesn't have much room to be judgy with that giant wall of Funkos behind him.
Shh.
Did you get any more, Joe?
yeah.
Oh man.
No, we were in Phoenix, and I'd be like, "Oh, Joe, look at this Funko," and he'd look at his phone to see what he already has.
Here, let me just for
Oh wow.
He'd look at his phone to see what he already has, and he's like, "Nope, I already got it."
Damn, dude.
And that's just the dark side Star Wars. That's all I'm collecting, other than Mahomes. I have Mahomes. I have the Red Rain Batman because that was my favorite Batman comic, and I think that's it. And DJ Rex from Disneyland.
I have 2.
But other than that, yeah.
So do I.
I tried to get Miguel to get the Harlequin collection, but he's like, "No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it."
I didn't really care
Yeah.
for the suicide or the
Birds of Prey
ones.
Okay.
I have Harley Quinn ones, so
Okay.
they're better than that. They're better.
Back to Gene's question. How do you 3 ugly fuckers know each other?
Gore.
Yeah, we work together, all 3 of us.
Grinder.
So
Yeah. Or go ahead. Well, I guess I'll start. So
Joe be
I
power bottom.
worked at Gore. My wife works at Gore.
What is Gore?
Gore
Industries.
WL Gore and Associates. They make medical devices like heart stents and stuff for aortas. And
you
they
would
make
know them for Gore-Tex.
Yes.
You would know
They
them
work
through
in a different
Yeah.
branch of that same
Okay.
company.
The same company that does Gore-Tex, they have a medical division, and they make stents that go in the aorta and the thoracic aorta, a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, we worked at Gore. My wife and I worked at Gore, and then I think who started first, Miguel
No,
or Chris?
So basically, how it started was I worked with Joe's wife, and we started over in an area. We were working together, and then Miguel showed up. He was working with me, right? That's how we started. So I got friends with Miguel. We were playing video games. That's right. That's how it works.
You were there that first day when I took a break that wasn't really a break.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that shit too.
So
I
Hey,
went,
you gotta tell that story.
I went outside because I was figuring. I saw people walk out, so there's stretch time because for ergo, like protect your body, don't get hurt.
Yeah.
There were stretch breaks, stretch breaks. So like people started walking out. This is my first day like in the manufacturing line. So I'm like, okay, it's break time. So I went outside to have a cigarette, and Chris was out there. And yeah, he's like, this isn't a break. I'm on a split shift or something. And I was like, oh shit.
yeah, I was like, you should probably go back in there, dude.
You should probably go back inside. I was like, oh fuck, okay. So that's how I actually met Chris.
Yeah, and then so we worked together. I found out he was a gamer. We were big Bone Thugs and Harmony fans, so we talked about music. We just talked about Tech 9 and all that stuff that we enjoyed. And we figured, hey, we play video games, and we kind of just became friends that way. And then through that, I worked with Joe's wife, Ceci, and she worked with me. And Ceci told me, hey, my husband, he plays a lot of video games. You should talk to him and kind of, play some video games with him. And I believe the first game that we played together was Castle Crashers. Is that correct, Joe? We got together and we played online, played some Castle Crashers on the 360.
Yeah, he has the Christmas ornament, like first time spent together, and he has it labeled like that. On Xbox 360. Yeah, when he was a Chip Fiddler.
Oh
Yeah, I
my God,
remember
yeah. That was my old gamer tag, was Chip Fiddler.
Yeah, Chip Fiddler, because he was big into poker.
Yeah, I was a poker maniac.
Oh, look at you guys. You guys really go way back.
Yeah, how many years? I don't even
Oh
want to
man,
count.
it's been over 10. It's been way over 10.
Yeah, because I've been at Gore it'll be 12 years in April.
Same here. It's getting close to 12 for me too.
So
Past 11.
So yeah, we've known each other for quite a while. But to go back even further, where's the Wayne World like flashback? Chris's wife, I went to elementary school with her.
Oof.
So I've known his wife. I've known his wife longer than I've known my wife. But we've just been really good friends, and we moved out. Well, no, we've always been
friends.
really good friends. That's it. But we moved at Flagstaff, my wife and I stayed really good friends with his wife, Jackie. And we're like, why don't you come out and visit us? She came out and visited, spent some time with this guy, and
And
I don't have to put, point A, point B. There's, a connection in between, and the rest is history.
I think there's a joke going on. Just the tip. I use that as
Just a tip.
I
Yeah.
use
He's like,
that.
no, it was just a tip. Yeah, sure. 2 babies later. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of like how it started. Chris, Miguel, and I started playing like, God, I remember.
Well, first time I met Joe was actually at Chris's birthday party.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Yeah, holy
God.
shit!
Super soft birthday party, right?
Wow! Oh, here we go.
10 ply, bud. 10 ply.
Oh man!
So we're playing beer pong, right? And
I
I'm
remember.
like super competitive,
Mhm.
as
What?
sure you guys know. Yeah, I know.
What? Since
who-
when?
Since when? And it's at Chris's house with his brother, or your brother owns that house, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have beer pong set up in the living room. Like around the couches. So there's people sitting on the couches, and there's 2 tables side by side.
It was a
Right.
double beer pong game, wasn't it?
Yeah, fucking great idea, bud.
Hey,
And
bachelor
I'm
party.
super competitive, so I dive for the ball because it's bouncing off the table. For those that know beer pong rules, and I run into Joe's wife's. I run
Wine
into
cup.
Joe's wife's
Capoosh.
wine cup. Yeah, and that was
Wine
red
cup. We're
wine.
going with that.
Red wine.
Our carpet was
And
fucked.
Spilled it all over her, and yeah, now she's my best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Joe probably hated me that night.
I didn't care. I was just like, it was party foul, big deal, you know. And she's like, why over me, you know. So, but whatever, you know.
Miguel's such an ass.
Now that I think about it, I probably still owe her a bottle of wine.
You
You're
should
drinking it.
give her
I
that
wouldn't
one.
Bring
This
that
one's
up.
mine. This one's mine.
She helped him pick that one out.
You did help me. Well, no, I was like, I like that one. I'll try that one.
How'd that go again? How'd that hand motion go again?
Like that. I like
I
that
like
one.
that one. I'll try
That one. That one looks super.
That one's just great.
Fuck, can they run?
So,
But yeah, that's you know. Then after that, we started playing more. You know, started playing with Chris, and we played. Oh God, I can't remember all the games.
Every game
We-
that came out.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. we started playing a lot of games together, and then we were like, you know what, we need to do something with this. We're playing games. Let's do something, you know.
And
And then we're like,
our opinion
Go
was
ahead,
pretty much the same thing. We all kind of had that same agreement about certain games, even though
Yeah.
we're slightly different on things. But we all kind of agreed, and we kind of felt like most of the writers nowadays that we read, because we had Game Informer. I remember going into Joe's bathroom when I had to go take a deuce and fucking jack off to some Game Informer.
Look at the Tomb
Spreads-
Raider.
But he
Tomb
had-
Raider,
distribute some literature.
Oh yeah, Tomb Raiders
Hey,
and
be
Triangle
careful.
Titties.
Chris does care about Lara Croft. Calm down.
I do.
stop! Ah!
Yes, stop coming.
Oh man, but
Don't come in my room when I'm vacuuming.
yeah.
Oh, scary movie. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Oh
Yeah, you
man.
should take the
Oh, is that
chocolate
what you
cake and be like,
appreciate?
do it again.
Oh man, but I remember reading these Game Informers over there, and we kind of had that same idea. Like these writers
At
were
this
kind
point,
of
Joe,
biased.
I feel like you're taking advantage of me and how much wine I have drank.
That's how you get him pregnant.
Wow.
Ugh.
but we
But anyway,
kind
go ahead, Chris.
but we kind of felt like these writers were kind of biased, and like we were like, man, these guys are just professionals that are trying to make a buck, and they're not giving us their real opinion. And I think we could do better. And Joe and I kind of had that same feeling, like, yeah, let's start something. And so we just kind of formed this idea. We brought it up to Miguel and asked him what he thought, because, you know, we had this tight group of gamers, us three, and that's kind of like what we started to form, like a YouTube show. It kind of started off as a YouTube show in the very beginning.
Fucking awkward, bro.
Very, very awkward. It was interesting. You can go back
dude.
on our YouTube and see everything too. If
Yeah,
you
we
want
had
to.
like the very first web show we did, Call of Duty versus Battlefield, and I was the host, and I asked these guys questions and had them battle back and forth to see, you know, what was better, and you know,
So, Joe, Call of Duty versus Battlefield. I want to know.
which Call of Duty.
Most current.
So
Well-
Battlefield 5 versus Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare is always going to be the king.
Flippy, flippy!
No, I'm sorry, but no. To defend myself,
Go ahead.
To be fair,
To be fair.
okay. At the time, Battlefield was better. Battlefield,
So long, Chris.
I think it was 4. Battlefield 4 was better than Call of Duty at that time when we were recording, because Battlefield 4 is and still now to this day is the shit. If they came out with Battlefield 4 remake, Battlefield 4 would smash the fuck out of Modern Warfare. Okay, Miguel.
Miguel?
Fuck you,
Now,
Joe. No.
now Miguel
no,
is
No.
yes, Miguel. Modern Warfare is better than Battlefield 5, in my opinion, because I'm getting tired of the fucking World War II shit. But anyway. But yeah, we did a web show. We had opinions. We were like, yeah, this is cool. And then we were like, okay, well, let's come up with names. We were like the review drones, and we were doing all this other. We had a sliding glass door with these wax pins, and we were writing all of these names on it. And we like finally found out. I think Miguel.
He did the drone part.
Because we
He
said
did the
game.
drone
I
part.
said game
Yes.
drones.
Yes.
You said game drones, and then we were like, no, we don't do game drones. Let's do, and one of us just said console drones, and then it stuck, and then that was it. And then we created a website, we did an LLC, we made T-shirts, and that's how it's been.
Chris is telling me a shirt, by the way.
Yep, sorry, I got you, bro. Calling me out on the air. It's cool.
It's been like a year and a half, bro.
You and who else? Jason? Did Jason get his stuff
Jason
yet?
got his shirt.
Okay.
No. He still. Chris still owes him the
Whoa,
box of swag.
calm down. I'll get everybody. Let's not.
Did Earl ever get his stuff?
Earl did get his stuff.
Yes. Everybody's trying to get me all in trouble here. Calm down.
Yeah, that. Thank you
Yeah.
for that, Nick.
You're welcome, by the way. Chris, check your phone.
Oh my God.
Chris never checks his phone.
Yeah, he never.
God.
But when he checks his phone, he sends like 6 messages in a row.
Sorry.
or he will text kind of like
my
this.
God. What the fuck? Oh my God. I love it, Nick. Amazing. I'm going to go check out
Miguel,
that
don't
later.
do that.
Oh my God, yeah.
No.
John, if you have Gene on Facebook, send that to him.
Oh
All
my
right.
God, yeah.
Oh,
So,
by
yeah,
the way,
Go ahead.
sorry, I have a confession to make, by the way. So I listened to you guys. I had a job. One of the job sites I was on, I had free time, so I could put headphones in, which is actually a no-no on a construction job site. But yeah, whatever. I was listening to you guys, and then I got moved job site, so I stopped listening for like 3 months. And my dad came to visit here in Houston, and he drove to San Antonio. Forgot something. I had to drive like 2.5 hours towards San Antonio to give it to him, and I was like, "Hey, I'll turn back on the podcast. I've got all this time to burn. No problem." And it was the episode where Chris, you were looking up the listener stats.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, "Hey, we have listeners like all over the world. We got them in this country, and this country, and this country, and these states." And you didn't say Texas. And John's like, "You didn't say Texas." And you're like, "It's not there." He's like, "No, Nick's listening in Texas." I was like, "Well, I guess I better start listening again because John says I'm listening, so I gotta start listening again." Oh crap!
Had a girl, John.
Yeah,
We're all
it happens to be the one that I turned back on. John's like, "Damn it, I know Nick's listening."
Yeah, that's great. So you really wasn't. Stats don't lie.
Yeah, when we were doing the web show, I guess the idea was at the time I was really big into Top Gear, which right now I'm really big in the Grand Tour, and I love those guys, what they did for automotive, like the cars and everything. And I was like, well, why can't we do something like this but with video games? Because at the time G4 TV is gone, Tech TV was long gone. Paramount had just taken over G4 TV, so it was no longer G4, it was Paramount Television. And it's like, oh, come on, nobody wants this main. It's like when they took the music videos out of MTV and started making reality TV. It's like, fuck this, I'm done. So we needed something. We needed some substance, some video game content, and we like Chris said, we felt that Game Informer and all the magazine writers were just college educated writers writing about video games. They weren't gamers writing about video games.
Right.
So, and then we could tell by reading the articles that Game Informer was very biased towards a particular company or whatever. IGN's the same way. So we were like, let's do something unbiased. And each, like Miguel, Chris, and myself, we were all like different opinions. Like Miguel liked the graphics. He liked God of War. He liked Call of Duty. Chris was the RPG MMO PC guy.
And Joe
was
was flippy floppy.
And I wear my flip flops all the. I'm everywhere. I'm like, I'll play anything that's got buttons on it.
I'm biased. So how's that PS4 working out for you there, Joe?
Yeah, it's actually hasn't been turned on, and it's in a cabinet right now. My Switch has taken its place. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, flippy floppy. I try to give everything a chance once, but I tend to talk a lot about shit that I don't give a chance. But anyway, that's how it ended up, and the rest is history. We created a website, and we've got listeners now, and we're just waiting to make it big. And then we added this guy
We've got
This
listeners.
guy
Thank
here.
you, John.
Thank you, John. Thanks for the listeners.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to thank John for the listeners. We added John, and again, it's another voice, a different point of view for the podcast.
Not
And
necessarily a good one.
well, it doesn't have to be good or bad. I mean, Miguel and Chris have gone at it. I've gone at it with Chris, and I've gone at it with Miguel, and we've gone back and forth, but at the end of the day, we're gamers. So yeah, I used to be a Sony pony way back in my day when Sony didn't have joysticks. But
What? Didn't they always?
no,
PlayStation 1, they did.
No, they haven't.
PlayStation didn't.
No, not
Yeah,
the
the
PlayStation.
PlayStation PS1
Yes,
did not have joysticks.
Did it? Oh.
But-
Tells you how
but,
long ago
yeah.
I've looked at one of those controllers.
But yeah, I mean, well, we bounce off of each other and we try to cover everything. Miguel, you can eat a dick. And yeah,
This is the best prop ever.
this chemistry is what keeps us going.
And I'll say, like, I'm the newest member, obviously, and I am nowhere near the gamer that these guys are. I don't know the stats that I'm not. I don't know the stats. Like, if you like, who made this game? I have no fucking idea. I
Ask
play.
Miguel.
That's where I'm
Ask
at.
Miguel
I just
knows.
like
Miguel's the
playing,
guy.
man.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, Miguel.
But you are second best at Call of Duty. Boom!
I'm getting
Booyah.
better, but I'm like, I'm not gonna say I'm on the same level of gaming as any of these three guys. They've played way more games than I have. They put way more time into video games than I do. They've got a lot more invested in it. I just enjoy doing it, and I really just enjoy hanging out with them, doing the podcast and playing games. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You'll have more street cred when you like The Witcher 3.
That's true.
I still trying.
And like, dude, ever since just kind of like playing with you guys in Call of Duty and stuff, I can, it's like a good group to play with. I look forward to playing with you guys every day.
Hell yeah.
Good time.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get all sentimental with y'all, but
So
I think I just saw Miguel shed a tear. Maybe that might have been wine on his face.
That's mighty soft of you. Yeah.
it was actually slobber.
Oh, look at you and your sign language.
So, Gene, how do you know John?
Yeah,
we work together.
And fuck, can they run?
Fuck, can they run?
There goes the bottle. Well done, Miguel.
My God.
Atta
Well
girl.
done, my friend.
If you're gonna do
girl.
it, fucking do it right.
There you go.
But I do statistically, sorry to interrupt, but statistically, there are only 3 glasses of wine in one bottle. Just saying.
Well, everything's one glass depending on how much you drink.
Well, if you get the wine bottle with the glass on the top of it,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
it's
I'm
one
saying.
bottle. It's one glass. But yeah, thanks, Miguel. Hey, if you don't want to eat it, I'll eat it.
Will you
Okay.
deep throat it though? That's the question.
I want it to the balls then, Joe.
you said eat it, not suck on it. Man.
Right. Thank you, Gene.
Damn, Gene.
Damn.
Right
It needs to
there.
be like Connie Conehead in the Coneheads when she's eating that Subway sandwich,
Oh
man.
my god.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm not big into sloppy blowjobs. But anyway, you want that shit, watch YouTube. But yeah, Gene, you work with
Me.
John.
Yeah. Well, he can talk if he wants to.
Oh, go for it.
Please allow him to.
Sorry.
Oh, me? Oh, well, John can. I mean, I honestly, I don't even know how I met John. Really, it was just like seeing a dude wearing a gun shirt. I'm like, oh, sweet, you gotta play towards that guy.
Small guns.
Us gun dudes
Wait a
stick
minute.
together, right? So
Yeah. Actually, I think we met through Nate Klingensmith.
yeah.
Yeah, he introduced us, and we started playing. What game were we playing? I think we played Black Ops.
Cooking
Yeah,
Mama?
it was Black Ops. Yeah, it was Black Ops.
Because yeah, Nate was really into Blackout. Yeah, so we met, and then Nate left, and Gene became the team lead for the next shop after my shop. So he always has to come to me and tell me to fix the shit that my shop fucked up.
Yep.
So we interact a lot, and then we're like, hey, let's play Call of Duty.
Nice.
What?
No, Miguel went like this. I'm like, dude, you got a chocolate dick right there. You can just
What? Yeah.
mess in your mouth, not in your hands.
Yeah.
You
No.
It's out of the box. It's out of the box.
Oh, so wrong.
Miguel's only doing that because I'm not recording right now.
Not recording right now.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a great YouTube video when it comes out.
Joe, I'm only doing that because this bottle's fucking empty.
Yeah. And then I've known Nick for probably, I don't know, Nick, is it 10 years?
10 years. Well,
No,
John grew up
longer
with
than
my
that.
John grew up with my wife.
Yes.
And you got married. Yeah. Hey, watch it. And you got married. You got married. She might not listen, but other people do. We went to church together, and then it wasn't until 2012 we did a really stupid thing and took a accelerated chemistry 1 class in college.
God, that class sucked.
And
I still don't remember any of that crap.
Not a damn thing. And
it was fun.
I walk into the class, and since I'm a vet, I have to walk up to the teacher and have him sign at the school. I'd have her sign a slip to verify that I was going to class, so I could get a GI Bill. And so I walk in, and I turn, and this dude sitting there staring at me, really kind of funny. And I look kind of back at him, and he looks at me and goes,
"Creepy,
Nick DeLuccio," and I was like, "John Calliger." Like I didn't know him that well at the time. Yeah. We ended up sitting at the same table together, and I was like, "Oh, great."
And then the teacher took roll, and he answered to Alan, and I said, "Who the fuck is Alan?"
Shut up, replacement.
And that's why he is Alan.
If only the real John listened. I'm gonna have the real John listen to this one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Yeah, the real
Wait
John.
a minute.
Eat a dick.
Replacement.
Eat it.
And then so John and I just got to know each other after that, and then I didn't game for. I had an Xbox 360 when I lived up in Washington. I had the R2D2 Star Wars edition. My wife demanded that I bought that one.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And then I moved down here to Houston, and I didn't have time for it. I didn't have anything. And then they bought me a PS4 for my birthday. My brother and my wife did. And then in October, this past October, I went to a wedding in Portland, and one of the friends was like, "Hey, I've got an extra Xbox One. I'll sell it to you if you want." And I was like, "Sure," thinking like he totally wouldn't do it. And all of a sudden, he's like, "Here's the shipping code. You want to send me the money?" I was like, "Okay." Well, then I get online, and I'm like, "Hey, John's got this," because John sent me, "Hey, dude, I'm in a podcast. Like, please give us a listen." So, like, I need
not
more
how
listeners.
I sound over text message.
When you're,
Maybe
and
that's
so I was listening.
No,
to
he has the Lisp theme on his text messages. That's why.
Hey, I'm in a podcast. You should come listen.
It's totally me and 3 other dudes, and we're just sitting there talking for like an hour and a half. You
And
should
now
totally
you're
listen to us.
talking. So fuck
And
you.
now you're on board too, you big fucking homo.
Yeah, well, shut up. Anyways, so then I hop on with John, and I mean, I really like the fact.
I'm digging the eye patch, Joe.
So I mean, the thing that I really kind of enjoy, like Gene was saying about the group, was I had like Risky and I met. No kidding, like 10 years ago. I was playing online with to clean up. A couple podcasts ago, you guys had like the Who Belongs to Who of the group,
and I fucked it up.
Yeah, John completely fucked it up. So Cheddar and I grew up together. We've known each other since 4th grade. And so when I first got my 360, I hop on with Cheddar. Yes, go.
Did he camp back then too?
Yep.
Yes, he was a lineman in football. So yes, he did.
So is Chris.
Yes, I was. I was a lineman too.
And so, but so was I. So I really can't say much. But so we started playing with him, and he was playing with Risky and her at the time boyfriend. So I start chatting with them because it was like we had a group kind of like we are. And then I find out that she came to Washington. She was actually not too far from where I was staying. So my wife and I went up and met with them and hung out, and she ended up moving to Washington from Tucson. And we like lived 15 minutes away from each other. Our kids hung out all the time. We used to go to each other's houses and hang out. Well, so her and I like used to play Borderlands 1 and 2 together all the time. Like jump on, do speed runs with each other. Like, hey, I want to try this character. The speed, push through it. So when I jump back into gaming, I get a hold of her. She's like, cool, like we'll get on. And then I see John on, and at the time I was game sharing with Cervante. And so hop on, and then John comes on. You know, we bring you guys in, we bring the group there. So like Cervante, we met, Risky and I were playing, since I was on PS4 and she was on Xbox, we had to have game chat on, like lobby chat. Mm-hmm. And we played a game, and he was the only one really talking to it. And so he jumped over and jumped into our party, and he was there. He brought, Venus in with him. And then you brought Gene and brother. What's your brother's name, Gene?
Jeff.
Catfish.
Jeff.
Catfish.
And then Holloman came from Tyrone. Came from Cervante. And who else is there?
I think
that's about it.
There's some other random people that aren't consistent.
Yeah, that jump in and out. But it's kind of funny. My wife, I'll come home and I'll hop on to game, and she's like, "Who's on?" I'm like, well, Risky and Miguel and John are on. Oh, okay, you can play. Or I'll log on. Hey, who's on? Nobody. All right, come spend time with the family. Damn it.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. So, I mean, getting on. And this is the thing that is, like what you guys were saying about the community of gaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we break down even the podcast you got going on, we're talking to guys from Northern Arizona, 2 guys from Washington. Hell, I'm out in Houston. And
That's
it's just
awesome.
Together via game. And if it wasn't for the game, who knows? Oh.
I would not talk to John outside of work, probably.
I wouldn't talk to him either way, so it's okay.
Whatever, Miguel.
Pitter patter.
Eat a dick.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great to see video games bringing everybody together. It's pretty awesome. I really enjoy it.
Well, I mean, everybody plays their role. Miguel's the kill stealer. John's the steady one. Chris and I, you float at the bottom, and Joe's the angry one. And as long as you don't play shipment, Gene's floating with us.
I'm good.
I'm
good, man.
Gene, the best advice for shipment is
Don't care.
Cook a grenade.
I sit in one of the containers as far back as I can, and I wait for spawns.
I just cook a grenade. I don't even shoot.
And then when they shoot you, you drop the grenade and they die.
Exactly. Because they don't have martyrdom in this Modern Warfare, so I cook a grenade, they kill me, and they respawn right there. Boom. Done.
The one that's pissing me off.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
The one that's pissing me off is I throw a Molotov cocktail, and then I spawn in the burning Molotov right afterwards.
I've
done that.
It is nice when you're sitting in a lobby and Nick joins in, or Monkey joins in. You're like, oh god, good, he's here. I don't have to worry about playing like shit.
Oh my God.
You really take the weight off the shoulders.
Yeah.
First off,
Bravo,
Nick
Gene.
called me a kill stealer.
well, no, to be fair,
Not your kill. Video.
I play better when I'm not with you, Miguel.
I will attest to this.
There's more people to kill.
Well, and it might
somehow you end up on top when you're there.
And it might not even be how you play. Maybe it's just because you just always have something funny to talk about. So it's like, all right.
I am a social butterfly.
That's it. You break the silence.
It is a social.
But I just think that Miguel plays a lot more aggressively than everyone else.
He's very aggressive, yes.
He's going to run and hunt you down regardless.
I try that, but I get shot.
He's not going to camp.
So does John.
Bad.
So does
You guys are
Risky.
bad at it. You're good at spawn flips. You're
So
good.
does John.
just knows how to find me on the
I'm
map
like-
because
But
she
on the-
always kills me.
when she's on your team, she is running her ass around. I cannot sit there anymore. I used to. I cannot sit there anymore and wait for kills to come to me. I have to go fucking find them, kill them. So
Well, see,
that's why I have like 25 kills a game, because I am constantly running, and so is John, so is Risky, and Cheddar is sitting in a corner somewhere.
Getting
And
pissed
when I-
off because the spawn flipped because we all ran and he
That's
didn't.
me though. I love camping too, and I hate when we're set up, we're posted up good. We have the advantage, and you guys spawn flip, and we get the shitty spawn, and we get our asses kicked.
Well, see, and the thing that pisses me off is I'm that guy that if I find I will. It is a bad habit of mine. I will run in that building 1,000 times to blow that guy up. Like I cannot stand letting a camper just sit there. I will send rockets. I will Molotov. I will do whatever I can for me to just get that one kill. I will die 9,000 times.
It is not just you, Monkey.
Lots of
I do
people
the same
that.
thing. I do the same thing, except I'm probably just a little more successful than you at killing.
A little. Well, you also aim a lot better than me. But you also got your nifty controller that you spent way too much money on.
Worth it.
Going
Yes,
back
Chris.
going back to Miguel's being aggressiveness. A little bit of history for you. Miguel's old motto was "I snipe snipers." Remember that, Miguel?
Back
Wasn't
when
gamer
sniping, no, it wasn't my gamer
It's in
tag.
the
It was
bio,
like,
probably.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
in the
not a bio. I snipe snipers was my old bio,
Mm-hmm.
and it's back when sniping was like a plausible thing. Like I played hardcore back then, and I would have a sniper rifle in a map that was worth sniping in, and there was no lens flare. There wasn't any of that bullshit.
Hate the lens
So,
flare. Just
I would lay there. I would snipe people, which lens flare now is annoying, and
Well,
so
it gives you an advantage. I mean, there's on the whatever St. Petersburg or whatever that map is. Like, if there's a guy,
Petrograd?
Petrograd. If there's a guy way down on the end of that street behind those trains and he's sniping, you'll never see him unless they give you that lens flare.
yeah, and I used to do that in the old Call of Duties, like across the map, sniping people. They would never. It was hardcore. There was no kill cam. They would never know where I was. So yeah, I would be sniping.
Maybe
But
in
now-
hardcore they should get rid of the lens flare.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, John. You
It might be in realism.
doubt it, but
We never
We
played
should
it.
go find out.
It's like
But-
playing. It's like playing sniper with Halo and it leaves the bullet stream. It's like you know exactly where that dude is at,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of annoying. But
Mhm.
That's
hardcore would be
good.
dope if they took the lens flare away. That'd be dope.
That's why Battlefield was better.
Just start playing Unreal Tournament.
Battlefield fucking started lens flare. Joe, eat a dick.
No, it didn't.
Bust it out. Show it. Bam.
Remember in Battlefield? I can't remember if it was 4 or not, where they had the shotgun with the slug shot. You could snipe dudes from like halfway across the maps.
You mean the 7.25 in Call of Duty?
I love that gun. Don't talk trash about that gun.
You mean the
Oh, you're
model
that guy.
1887?
Okay.
Dude,
To-
I've
to-
got some far kills with that. I'll have to show. You'll have to watch. I'm trying to get a kill cam with it just to show you guys.
oh, to be fair,
Gnarly sniper scope on it.
in Cheddar's defense, back in Modern Warfare 2, him and I used to run around with akimbo shotguns with that, that
the
running
akimbo.
perk, where all you did is run as fast as you can with those two shotguns. And
Lightweight.
Yeah, it was the cheapest way of doing anything because those things were so overpowered. But Cheddar used to run, but now not so much.
His knees got bad. Now he
Sure, we'll
can't.
go with that.
We call him Lieutenant Dan. He needs new legs.
New legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no
legs.
Risky's gonna have so much fun with this podcast.
Oh
God.
man.
Good thing you're not recording it on video.
Oh, and by the way, today we were playing on the same team, and Risky still found a way to kill me. So, and it wasn't like it wasn't at the beginning of the match either. It was just like boom, I ran around a corner. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Boom.
But-
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like,
To be fair, I did the same thing to Joe. He spawned and I shot him because we were on shipment.
Was that Miguel? Did I do that? Was it you that I did that to, or was it? Who was it? Somebody
We've all
spawned.
done it.
I was shooting at somebody.
Well,
and literally somebody spawned in front of me today. I
We've
shot
all
one
did
of
it.
them.
I didn't play today.
It wasn't me. I
Solomon,
wasn't
that's
there.
what it was.
Well, you
Solomon.
did it to me, but then I did it to you at the Hackney Yard, I think, or one of the other ones, because I was cooking a grenade. You ran into the bathroom, and I was like, "Well, fuck, I'm just gonna throw it in there." I was like, "Sorry."
It wasn't Hackney Yard. It was the one with coal carts.
Yeah, what's that one? That one with coal cart. Everybody knows coal carts.
Yeah,
I'm running full bore. It's right at the beginning of the match. I run into the bathroom from our spawn. The door's not even open on the other side, and the grenade. I see the chemtrail from the grenade bouncing next to me, and I'm like, wait, who's that? Boom! Oh, thanks, Deuce. Appreciate that one.
Yeah, it was either hold on to it or let it go, and I was like, I'll let it go.
At least I give
Spin and throw it into the woods, man. Like,
at least I give warnings when I do that. Random grenade. Good luck.
Well, no, I threw it, and I was like, by the time it like tink tink, I was like, sorry, monkey. Boom. Yeah.
I should coin that phrase. Random grenade. Good luck, because it's a constant.
yeah. Also, you hear just
T-shirt.
1, 2, 3, random grenade. Good luck.
1 Mississippi, 2 miss a throat.
Oh
There you
man.
go.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any suggestions for us as
As
far as
far
like
as
the
what?
podcast? You guys are like listening, and
Don't ever do that. Hey, let Chris show you videos on the podcast.
Okay.
Because as an audio listener in the car, I could not find out how to fast forward fast.
Okay. You got it.
Because
That
all I
was-
hear is it's like weird noise, and everybody go, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" And I'm just
Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter fucking patter.
So
Yeah.
so the reason I did that was we were trying to gain more viewers on YouTube, and we wanted people to get engaged on what the fuck are they looking at for the
Right.
audio listeners, because we have way more audio listeners than YouTube viewers. So
maybe we're too ugly for YouTube.
It could be. It really could be.
Speak for yourselves.
Oh,
I see
shut
you
up.
pointing at me, Miguel.
So
I don't know. I think you guys should try to go like do another live, like show or chat. I guess because I mean, think about it, when you guys first started, right? It probably went really terrible. But
Mhm.
now you guys have
Yeah.
gotten so accustomed and so good at it. I think you guys wouldn't be bad. And then you throw in the talking of like people's comments, right? To go off of, give you like something to talk about, right? If you guys ever
Mhm.
did run out of things to talk about. But I would say I did like your guys' like Halloween podcast from last year, I think it was, that John sent me. I listened to
Yeah.
that today. It was pretty good. I got some good laughs about your
the
guys'
shark
biggest
or goat.
fears, stuff like that, right? That was a good one.
okay.
John just stopped sucking it the more you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on,
Oh man.
that's not fair.
By the way, boys, I'm not doing homework for you. I'm not writing a soliloquy for you boys for background stories. Like you guys are like, come on, write. It was about to be like
Earl's
John has-
story was fucking epic. and you-
Earl
That's
killed
true.
it.
That
Earl,
was the thing. You read that story, and I was like, well, I'm not beating that. So
yeah, Earl killed it, man. That was amazing.
Earl, yeah. When it comes to that shit, we'll just ask Earl. Earl, write us a story.
Berta.
For
You want-
yeah.
you want stupid bullshit? I can help you out in that. But you want actual good stuff? Go to Earl.
Well, why didn't you participate in the
The comic,
superhero
yeah,
tournament?
superhero.
I did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. I remember that.
I didn't do the side chicks, psychic side chicks one, because that was about the time I switched the job site and stopped listening. But I did well. And so John sends me a message like, "Hey, are you going to enter the superhero one?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, we're going to record in a little bit. I kind of need you to do it right now." So on my phone at work, I go and hide in a corner and fill it out on my phone as fast as I can and send it in. And then, so I just did like the first run and sent it because I thought you were going to do like, instead of just doing a full on bracket all the way out, I thought you were going to do like week by week. So I did the first week and I got a message back from Chris. It's only got 1 week. You're supposed to do the whole thing. Shit, back to the corner, filling out the rest of it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, I like what you guys are doing overall. I think it's a good mixture of stuff that's going on. Yeah, I mean, Joe does a pretty good job with the news. and as much as he hates Sony ponies, he does throw that stuff out there every once in a while. He is flippy floppy as Miguel is showing.
Well, to
be fair,
I try to be as unbiased as I can, but there are certain things where I cannot help but hate Sony. Okay. I'm sorry, but I try my hardest to not be, pro Xbox, pro PC, but Sony sets themselves up for this shit. You look at the trend. Yes, they have the top selling consoles, but how many other players out there? They may have the top sales, but look at my PlayStation right now. I bought a PlayStation. It's collecting dust.
Yeah, my daughter's using mine. That's about it.
Right. You're not even playing it. So it's great. Yeah, you sold your console. That's all they care about. Is just pay me, sucker. That's it. But I mean, as far as gaming content, the Xbox crossover to PC. You can play your Xbox Game Pass games on the PC.
Where's he going?
He's probably got to piss because he drank a whole bottle of wine, or he's going to go, I don't know, eat that dick. He needed some...
He fucking heard you. Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's perfect. But no, PlayStation lost me a long time ago when they started with I don't know, they started going in a weird like artistic direction, and it's like that's the only game on Miguel's showing God of War. That's pretty much the only game on PlayStation that I will play right now. To be fair, the only game I have on all three systems is Rocket League. But since they finally did the cross-platform, I don't have to play on all three systems. I can play on, Xbox, and it's 4K, so I got the 4K TV. I just play it on that. So fuck it.
Right.
But I don't know. Sony would have to do a lot to turn around to get me back. Mainly one game remastered would get me back to PlayStation, and that is Legacy of Kain.
Why?
Because that was my favorite game growing up. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. I loved the story behind it. I loved everything that PlayStation did, IDOS did. They even had it on Dreamcast. I have it on Dreamcast, and I loved that game. That was like the shit game for me. Tomb Raider, I played all the time on PlayStation. I was big into basketball before they added all this bonus point bullshit.
Right.
I was huge in NBA games. I was playing all the sports games on my PlayStation. I was playing PlayStation pretty much all the way up until PlayStation, probably this new one. I loved PlayStation 3. I loved Killzone. Killzone was amazing. Look, I'd still play it if they had it, but they don't. What was the one that
Infamous?
you said? Infamous was great. What is it? The Rise of Resistance or something like that?
Resistance, Rise of Man?
Thank you. Resistance. Yeah, that game. That was a fabulous story. It was original, but it was great. God of War, like I said, is the only game I really play. Horizon is another game that I'll play. If they bring back Twisted Metal, I will buy PlayStation 5.
Twisted Metal. That was, yeah.
As long as it's not black.
I don't care. I played Twisted Metal. I played Twisted Metal Black. I played, what's the other one? The
Actually, the Playground one?
No. There was another one that was trying to be like Twisted Metal, but it wasn't. But it was on PlayStation. It was like set in the 70s.
Twisted Metal Black wasn't so bad. It was that Twisted Metal remake thing that they did where you could pick all the cars, but you only had 3 characters for the cars, which was stupid. But I digress.
But yeah, I mean, if PlayStation goes backwards, I know they said that they're going to open up their backwards library. I'll go back, but other than that, I'm not interested in PlayStation VR. What are you jacking off for?
Chris, where's Chris?
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
No.
What's going on?
As far PlayStation, if they go backwards, I'll be good. But I don't know, this whole single player titles and them winning Game of the Year for single player titles, and it's like, Yeah, no, I like Xbox, I like Microsoft because of the community. I have friends that are on PlayStation, but I only like playing with my friends on PlayStation. The community as a whole, Sony ponies, they can suck a dick or eat a dick. I honestly don't give a fuck. They think they're so bad because, oh, we don't have batteries in our controllers. Bitch, you have to plug in your controller, which means unless you have a 12-foot cord or a 20-foot cord, you have to sit in front of your fucking HD TV.
By the way, I'm on my third PlayStation controller that came with my PlayStation because the charging port kept breaking in it. So I sent it back, got one back. It did not charge again. I had to send it back in, and I had to pay shipping to send them in each time.
Yeah, so I enjoy Microsoft, and I have since the Duke controller. I mean, yeah, it's fairly large, but I don't complain because I have big hands. I don't have little pussy hands, so But anyway, I would give PlayStation a chance. I'm not saying I'm sold, but I'm boycotting Sony right now because of the whole movie situation with Spider-Man. To me, that hits too close to home. I love Marvel. I love Stan Lee, and for them to just do what they did with Spider-Man, fuck you, Sony.
Okay, side note real quick. I will be back in like 2 seconds. I have to put my other daughter down to bed.
Oh, hey, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, it is. Technically, she's already like 20 minutes past her bedtime because I was holding on and talking to you guys, but I will be right back. Okay?
Gene, what else you got?
Yeah, Gene, sorry.
Oh, no, it's good.
Monkey talks a lot. We get it.
Fuck, I don't know.
So does Deuce.
What do you guys don't have anything?
Do you have any more suggestions?
I don't know. I just think you guys should try the whole live thing.
Trying to go live. I think we did do live for what was it, like maybe 4 times total, 4 or 5 times with Miguel.
Miguel streamed it on Mixer.
Yeah, yep. I remember going live then.
How long ago was that?
It was probably like last year sometime.
So
It was before I was on the podcast.
So the thing is, for me to stream on Mixer, I had to be like active on Mixer. So with me not currently playing through my PC to stream on Mixer, I don't stream on Mixer. So it's not very many people there.
Gotcha.
That being said, Gene's brother Jeff wanted to listen to us live. So I was trying to figure out how to set up Mixer, and I couldn't. They want to verify your account now since I haven't done it in so long. They're like, you got 24 hours, and they'll give you a code. So my Mixer wouldn't work. But
Just let him know. Just let him know that live is pretty close to not live. It's pretty close to the video edit.
It's very hard for us, as far as Chris, myself, and Miguel, to find time and the space to get together all at one time, because Chris lives like a half hour away. Miguel and I live about 10 minutes away. And Chris is the one, he's the one video or audio editing. So the audio feed has to go through his computer. So there's some issues, but I don't know. I think in the future we could probably get together and do something. We try to do something for like an E3 event where we would stream like all of our reactions to E3 and be like, bullshit, fuck this, whatever. I think it was last year we did kind of like an E3 party where it was the 4 of us plus Spartan, who is now Mr. Avenger 2111. But yeah, we try to do events like that where we're all together and we just don't stream it online. But maybe in the future we could look into it and see what we can come up with. And yeah, ideally, Gene, I would love to do like a web show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where we're all at least the 3 of us are there. We're all in a studio or something. And John, we have a cardboard cutout or a blow up doll with his face on it.
Blow up doll. You gotta
doll with a beard. Yeah,
you gotta glue a beard onto it.
Yeah, I'm totally down, but I wish it's just a matter of resourcing and scheduling with everybody's time, and it's hard, especially Chris has got 2 kids, two babies. I've got 2 kids. John has got 10 kids. Miguel's got a chocolate dick. So, but yeah, that's
Miguel is super busy with that chocolate dick. It takes so much time.
Weirdly so.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you. We will try to do something in the future.
Just a tip. Just a
Just
tip.
bite it, dude. Just bite. Get it over with, and just bite
Just
the
lick
tip
it,
off.
Miguel. Just lick it.
No,
Until
no,
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 That bottle
No.
wasn't enough. Joe, you're gonna have to find another one. It is called
Dude, like bite it from the side, like arr.
Moral
like you're eating corn.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you guys, just as far as like myself goes as the host. I know I don't talk as much as these 2 or these 3, and you guys hear me in the beginning. I'm the host. You hear all the announcements, all the music and everything was created by me, and I know Joe helped me cut up this last session of music that we did, which was pretty cool. But is there any suggestions or anything that I could do to make things better? Is my editing or timing or anything off compared for you guys, like as listeners?
Okay. So just from listening to it at firsthand, like right off the bat, I feel like maybe the intro is a little too long.
Okay.
Where you're like, I just want to get to it. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like I just want to. I'm ready to listen to these dudes. Let's hear it, and then it's like, well, this intro's long.
Okay.
That's maybe just one thing.
Good. Good.
Which, if I recall, we did cut it down.
We did. It was pretty long before.
Yeah, I was. If I remember correctly, granted, I'm a bottle of wine in. I said, Chris, that shit is fucking long. Cut it down. Stop.
Okay.
No, don't do it.
Okay.
Or maybe I was thinking. I've been listening to some other gamer like Video Game Bang and stuff like that. I've been listening to other podcasts where.
You're good. Keep going.
Okay, I'm sorry. Miguel made this weird monkey face.
You got a little robot-y.
You were
for a
You
second.
made a kissy
Little
face for me there.
T100.
Okay. What I was saying is, since we're not recording video anyway, was I've been listening to video game podcasts, and what they have been doing during the intro is playing the intro music low volume in the background while the host is introducing the podcast.
Okay.
Right.
So maybe that's something that we can do
Try
for
to
season
fade
2,
that
or
in.
maybe in the
Yeah.
yes,
I'm on
or
season
maybe
3.
No, we're on season 2. We do seasons per
Or
100 episodes.
we would be season 3. So
Yeah.
eventually. But I don't know if we need to wait for 50 episodes
No, we
or
don't.
60 episodes or 40 episodes, sorry, to do that. So
I can make a change here soon.
make a change. Change the world, my friend. Change
Heck
the
yeah.
world.
Anything else
So,
that
yeah.
you guys have besides the long intros? That's definitely good for me to know.
Tell Chris to eat a dick.
Well, I mean, the fuck you Chris's are need to be brought up a little bit. I haven't heard one in quite.
A little bit more? Okay.
The one thing I would say is there's been a couple of times where if you guys are moving into a next segment, if you're going into the news or the dates or like what the fucks, because you guys have the intros that you do have for them.
Mhm.
If Chris goes, okay, we're going into what the fucks, give a beat for him to make that edit. Because there's been a couple of times where you go, has anybody got what the fucks? And like Miguel's like, I got one, and like we'll go right into it,
Mhm.
and I can tell you're trying to cut him real quick.
Mhm.
I can kind of hear him start talking, and it's just kind of it'll throw it off just a little bit. And then there's been a couple of times where and I don't want to pick on him, but like Joe, like you'll be like, hey, here's the news. I haven't read this article. Hold on, let me skim. Hold on, let me look. Just yeah, here it is. And it's just that kind of like try to get a once over of it beforehand. And like Miguel, you do it sometimes too, where it's just like do that once over because it's that little bit of a delay where I think if you guys were to try to turn it into more of a like push to, I understand you guys all got day jobs, y'all got families, from Miguel who's just beating meat in the corner, but like I think it would just clean it up that little bit, you know.
That's why some episodes I'll just read the headlines, and then if somebody wants to chime in and say yes,
Next.
yeah, they'll be like next. Okay, cool. So then I just keep going.
Sure.
But I understand. I totally agree with you. But there's a lot of times when it's like we have shit we're doing, and it's like 5:30, and it's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yes.
I think as part of me as the editor.
Oh my god.
I think part of me as the editor too, I probably could be cutting some of that stuff out, the lookovers and whatnot, but things need to fly by fast. I try to get it out as quick as possible because I know everybody likes to listen to it on a Thursday or Friday. They could be commuting somewhere. So I try to get it out within that week instead of,
That's where I've been listening. Like my to and from work is where I get the time now to listen to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you off podcast about it. Never mind.
Okay.
Podbean messes up. Like if I need to rewind to listen to you guys.
Yep. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it's awful. We might go to another source.
To be fair, Podbean has given us like good distribution. So if you use something else, it seems like it works better than what we were using before. So
agreeable.
It may be shitty on Podbean, but it's good on other platforms.
Also,
so I think that's why we've been with it for so long.
Agreed. Yeah.
I went on your YouTube page to try to find some of the videos of your previous podcast, and all I get was some dude like 30 seconds of black and then some weird stuff. Like I could not find the videos of your old podcasts.
So I think part of that has to do like. I think if anybody wants to watch our videos, you need to go to the Console Drones YouTube page, and then you can find everything there.
I went there.
You went there?
So there's a thing I've noticed that it only shows the most recent uploads when I log into the YouTube page. So if you click on uploads and you say view all, it'll show you all of the videos for that. I don't know. I just upload them to YouTube, but I don't know like our home screen. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know how to change that.
I think part of I think what we call it is SEO. A lot of that is getting out to the public and everything. It's about changing the titles of our videos and stuff like that. And it gets really technical in that. And part of that is we don't have the expenses to pay somebody to do the SEO part of our website, YouTube, podcasts, and everything else. That would actually help distribute it a little bit more. And that's kind of more of the technical side of things. If you really want to know what SEO is, you can look it up online. But it can get really expensive with that. So
okay. So I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just went on the website. I went on YouTube, went on Console Drones, and if you click on uploads, like the word uploads, it shows all of our videos. It has all of our videos, like even our early video game reviews and our expo videos and shit.
A little bit cringy there,
right? Yeah. And when I'm looking at it now, and like the video of the you guys on those ones, I see Risky Business, Shoot House and Mean Shit House. There's a couple live streams of looks like some gaming, but I don't see like the actual videos of you guys squawking your jaws.
So if you click on uploads, it doesn't drop down and show you everything.
It shows all videos, uploads, and live streams.
So click on all videos and it still doesn't do anything?
Nope.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll look into it and see if I can change it. But
yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good problem for us to understand and get that fixed too. Yeah, so, I mean, that could be why we're not getting viewers. So
one of the things that Gene pointed out to me today is that on the podcast app on the iPhone, if you type in like Gamer Talk, our podcast does not come up.
Yeah, it comes up as Console Drones, and that's what I'm talking about with the SEO stuff. It's about certain keywords that we need to put in for it to pop up.
Yeah.
And I still haven't figured out that portion. I don't know if I'm educated enough to figure that out, but we're trying to figure that shit out.
Hashtag.
That's what SEO means.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all...
Why no?
Fuck yeah. Miguel? Miguel, is that a uterus on your hat?
No, that's the Diamondback. Eat a dick.
It is a uterus.
Wait. Eat a dick!
So that is, coming from the Dodger fan, that is a uterus.
Oh, man, hey, calm down. That's an Arizona team, man. Back up.
Oh,
really?
I can't defend Chris though. That's fuck.
I hate you, Miguel.
Every time he looks at that hat,
He's gonna hate it. Yeah.
My question is like, what are you guys trying to get out of the podcast?
I think we're just trying to build more viewers and more listeners and kind of build the community. I mean, wouldn't it be great to log into Call of Duty and know a bunch of friends? We have a solid group right now, but let's times that by 50, and we could always be logging in and playing with awesome people all the time.
I don't think they're going to fit in the
That's a
Gulag
ridiculous
showers.
gun game.
I don't want to play gun game with that many people. I don't want to play gun game with 10 people.
With 5 setbacks, headshots only, will never end.
Yeah, I mean, and then also it would help build our live audience too. So when we have live shows, we have people commenting and talking to us and giving us the subjects that we need to talk about. I think that would help us a lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's weeks where we're hunting for topics to talk about, and then we end up talking about like what the fucks are randos is our main topic because we don't have anything to talk about.
Well,
So-
I think if you guys can find a way to almost like, I was talking to John about it at work, and is like kind of implement people's videos. Like, hey, we're gonna go over this week and go over the top 10 kill cams that were sent in by people, because people love sharing their kill cams, right?
That's solid.
Well,
yeah.
that's we try to do that, but no one ever emails us. no one sends us anything on Gmail or anything else. So we're like,
I email y'all talk shit about my phone spelling when I send emails in.
Of course. You send us an email. We're gonna talk about it.
Are you
But-
guys pretty active on Facebook?
yeah.
Yeah, very.
Well, we try to be, but you know, we used to post a lot of fucking Facebook live videos, but we stopped for a while. We haven't really done any lately because I don't know. We just kind of post shit as it comes. But
It depends on who sees it first, because probably if Joe sees it first, he's gonna respond. If I see it
Kobe.
first, I'm like in the middle of work.
I'm not
R.I.P.
Facebook.
Kobe. I'm gonna put it back down. So, and then it doesn't notify anyone else. So,
Yeah, I kind of put the Facebook job onto Joe and Miguel for now because I'm editing audio and I'm trying to get everything in set and creating music and and I'm dealing with babies too. So I mean, I've got my hands
he's
full.
very
with that.
disconnected with social media right
Yes, yes.
Side note there, Chris, how are you, babies?
They're doing really good. I mean, we got through the plague. Everybody's good. It's not the coronavirus; it's the flu. And so
That's good.
we're doing really good. Babies are actually. I was roughhousing with my oldest today, so I mean, she's
Very
doing
good.
great. Yeah. So
now. Sleeper hold.
And then one thing I'm looking at the YouTube page. I do see a lot of your guys' videos you guys post. I think a big thing is to get a lot of viewers too and subscribers is like reviews, right? I see you guys went over like a controller review. Like I like that stuff as a new computer guy. I watch a lot of videos and I'm like, sweet, okay, I know what to do now, or check something out, and it's like I'll just subscribe, right? You get more followers that way too.
No, that sounds great.
okay, perfect.
Yeah, we can do more of that because we used to do it we did like what was that? I don't even know if the company is still in business.
for the controller, yeah, that was from an
yeah, the
expo.
programmable controller, the Take One or Take Two or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember.
we
But
also
yeah, that was a long.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. It looks like.
yeah Joe would do
Who's counting?
unboxings too, right? You would do some unboxings as well.
Yeah, Miguel did one of the Xbox. I did a couple of like collector's editions of like I'm trying to think if I did ESO or not, but yeah, I did the Xbox One S. Miguel did the One X Scorpio edition, the Gears edition.
My Xbox.
maybe.
Yeah, your Xbox.
think
Yeah,
you-
probably John's Xbox, which
Yeah.
works perfectly for him. Didn't work perfectly for me.
Controller's
it
a little
hates you.
fucked up.
Buy an Elite. Anyway,
If you guys ever get bored, maybe we'll put up some old written reviews. I would love to hear how my written reviews were.
if you actually go to consoledrones.com, I think in the archive there are old written reviews, and
From
it tells you.
From random people.
No, it was from us.
Oh,
It would
okay.
say
Solely
written by
written.
Joe, written by Chris, written by Miguel, and we would actually write a written review for a particular game because the way we used to do it
Oh,
was
gotcha.
Miguel was like, I got this game. Chris is like, I got this game, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll play Transformers. Fucking,
I guess he was
guess.
like he was the first one to be like, I'll play Transformers.
I got Transformers. And it was bullshit. But anyway, but yeah, we all did that, and we did written reviews where we did like graphics, gameplay, sound, replay value. We used to do that a long time ago.
Yeah, it was pretty consistent too.
Yeah, it was. It was getting to the point where we were like, fuck video games.
Yeah.
It was a job. Yeah, it became a job for us at that point, and it wasn't as fun. Yeah.
And I feel like maybe, I know you guys got to do, like, it's nice to do podcasts because people can listen to it on their way to work or at work and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I think there is a sense of like when you can see you guys like on video as far as like talking and stuff like that, answering questions. I feel like that also brings like kind of like a different aspect to it, where people can like listen, watch your guys' reactions, stuff like that. I think that's a huge deal too. So if you guys could find a way to do that, would be a pretty big deal. I think would help.
Heck yeah, it's awesome.
I haven't deleted any old footage other than this episode. I have not recorded this episode, but I still have probably from episode 151 up until fuck you, Miguel. That's not an episode title yet, but it will be soon.
Might be tonight.
But yeah, I haven't done any. I have all the footage from that, but yeah, it's just we haven't gotten any viewers on YouTube. And I'm gonna try and look into YouTube and see if I can fix the front page and see our videos on there.
Yeah, 'cause it just makes it a little more personal, right? People,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, they can kind of see us. But I understand, like, people listen on the way to work, at work, on the way home. And this is, like, the main thing. I know personally myself, when I travel to California, it's like a 6 or 7 hour drive. I listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And that cuts the travel time in half. And it's just like, boom, we're there. I'm like, holy shit, I only listen to one podcast,
And Chris, you guys can, like, if you want to do those video reactions that you did before, where, hey, I'm going to play a video to stuff, cool, cut it out of the audio one. So like, hey, like we did this. Like, if y'all want to see our reactions, hop over to our YouTube page. We'll show the reaction vids over there.
Okay,
that kind of stuff. Because like, you guys did that a couple of times, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a slog getting through it, especially on Podbean where I can't fast forward the damn thing because I'm jumping 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those ones where it's like, and I'll be honest with you, like one of them you went a while, I just turned it off, went to, waited for the next week to pop up and went to it because I could not get through it. And I didn't want to waste my entire drive, time that I wanted to listen to you guys.
Okay.
Listening to whatever creepy crap you were putting on there.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I will do that. I wanted to see if that worked, and that was just kind of like a project of mine. And I'm glad to hear these things. You know what I mean?
I think it's a good idea to do. I think stuff like that works.
Make it separate from the podcast. Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, hey, like we got a new, like on a side thing. Hey, we got a new set of 6 videos that we did reactions. You guys want to check it out? Hop over to Console Drones YouTube page. Check it out over there. And that can get you views going that direction as well.
Absolutely. That's awesome. It's great.
What I may do as well is put the videos, instead of having them on YouTube, as I may put them on our Console Drones website so that you'll have the video and you don't have to go to YouTube and deal with all that. You just go to consoledrones.com, click on videos, and it'll have everything there.
That sounds good.
So, because the podcast is on the front page of the website. I know everybody just goes to YouTube and does that, but
I think it would still be good to have it on YouTube.
No, it'll still
John's
be
here. I
on,
haven't heard him in a while.
it'll still be on YouTube, but it'll just be a direct link to the video. They won't have to go to the YouTube page. If he could throw something at you, I bet he would.
John's looking
Find
pretty
something to
stoic.
write on. Just say that. There you go. That's for you.
upload videos like
Your wife's entire craft section is behind you. I'm pretty sure there's something on.
There's no bedazzler back there? Come on, John.
I was just in the bedroom. That's for John's special naughty time. Pitter patter, John.
Pitter patter.
Man, get at
So
her.
moving on, I guess I just want to talk real quick. We kind of touched on. Oh, John wrote "eat a dick" on an Amazon
box.
But
Very
see,
Seattle of you, John.
You're welcome.
John's box says "eat a dick" with a smile. Yours just says "eat a dick." So
With the dick.
His has birthday cake on it though,
Yeah.
and veins.
It's veiny. Look at that thing.
God dang, they really got accurate, didn't they?
What they do? They got an Asian guy to mold that, didn't they?
Oh, that's Miguel's personal.
That's racist. Anyway,
That's racist.
I just want to touch on, we said happy birthday to Miguel because it was his birthday. We went to Top Golf. Well, I want to touch on the changes in Top Golf as far as what they've done to the game. Hold on, Miguel. I'll get there.
To be fair,
Can I
Are you
ask
saying
one
it-
question?
it was
wait.
a different Top Golf.
Okay, so we went to Scottsdale, whereas when we went to the Cardinals game, we went to Glendale.
Right.
So,
Oh, I
so
know
the
there's one.
Scottsdale Top Golf has a virtual course,
Oh,
which
really?
you can play at like Pebble Beach, and depending on how you hit the ball is how the ball direction goes and the distance goes on the actual virtual golf course.
That's awesome.
Plus 50.
So yes, they have a virtual course and it's in beta mode. They also had almost like a Bejeweled game where you had to get 3 in a row of a colored gem to win the game. And they've added those two since we've been the last time at Topgolf, and it made the experience so much better. So much better,
Wow.
Chris.
As far as the virtual golf goes, are you swinging a real club or are you just swinging your arms? Like,
No, dude, you're swinging. It's like you're at Top Golf. You're
Okay.
fucking hitting the ball, and the ball tracking at Scottsdale actually shows you your shot. It shows it doesn't show where it lands. It shows you hitting it and where it lands and bounces.
So
And
so
Shanked it, you shanked it.
it'll
shanked
show
it?
like your club. It'll show like your club head and everything too, right?
Well, I mean, no, it won't show that. It'll show the map. It'll show like a virtual Top Golf, like the 3 layers, and then you'll just see the line of where the ball went. It won't just show where it landed. It actually shows the trajectory of the ball, and it'll trace it out for you, and it shows it like right there on the TV screen. So you smack
Hopefully
it.
they have that at Glendale when they come down.
Yeah, so we don't know if that's just like Scottsdale because Scottsdale's for rich people.
Yeah.
Like all Top Golfs, but yeah.
You guys are actual golfers.
No.
I am.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
When's the last time you golfed, Chris?
Top Golf when I was there.
Yeah,
On a golf course.
My brother's wedding, so that was a while ago. But I am an actual golfer because I had lessons when I was 8 years old. So I have clubs that are like
yeah,
small clubs. So.
I was in a bowling league when I was 5. That doesn't mean I'm playing in the PA.
I was on the golf club in
I
high
could be in
school.
the MLB.
I'm not saying I'm a professional golfer, but I used to play like a lot. I mean, I was trained by my dad, and then I went to golf lessons when I was 8. I was on the high school golf team. I played a lot of golf, and then
Oh, God, you didn't get much while you were in high school, did you?
I played football and I played golf. And I didn't get into a lot of the. I didn't get a lot of puss back then. I admit it.
But you got a lot of dick, though.
No, got no dick either. I had a lot of golf clubs. No, but I mean,
What are you doing over there, Miguel?
Jesus. No, but I mean, I think out of all of these guys, I think I played more golf than all of them. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
That I'll agree with.
Yeah.
That's why John
I
always
played-
had the highest score at Top Golf.
I
Anyway.
played
He's
more
got-
golf in the last week than you probably played in like 3 years. So
Yeah, but John has an amazing. I just have to say, John has a great drive. I'm telling you that he's got some power behind his drive. That's why he's scoring those points. I mean, he was whacking the shit out of that. Good job, John.
John, you're really good at whacking the balls.
Way to whack
yeah,
it, dude.
I can beat those balls till the
Beat
they're
those
purple
balls
and
deep.
blue.
Thanks. I should take you to Cedar Crest. We'll go play.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck.
I think
I'm
the
gonna
only
need
top
more
golf.
balls.
Yeah.
I think the only top golf in Seattle's what down something like that.
I don't think we have one.
Yeah, you got one up there somewhere.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't care either way. I'm not gonna go down there to play. But Cedar Crest I'd go to. I'm not good at it. I can hit the ball straight sometimes.
But you're good at drinking, so that's all that matters.
I'm okay
Yeah.
at drinking.
It's all about
like
your short
scotch.
game, really, in golf. It's your short game that's good. And you guys saw my short game. I was nailing it all day long.
That is true. You can drive the ball, but then trying to chip 20 out.
It's your short game.
Yeah.
John sucks his short game.
So
He does.
I do.
I smashed him in the short game. I remember
Oh
that.
yeah.
I do want to go back to Gene's question where he was talking about what we want to get out of this podcast too. I think it would be great to have a community where we could all meet up and meet in person and hang out and like have a cool hang, you know, like go play some Top Golf, go to an arcade, go somewhere where we haven't been, like where we go visit John in Seattle and hang out with Gene and John and
They got the Funko Factory.
Cervante.
yeah,
Exactly. Thank you, Gene.
Cervante.
I'm going to Funko. Fuck you guys. Peace out. I'm going to Funko. Bye.
I think that would be great though to have that community where we're building friends through our video games, but we're meeting in person and knowing our real lives and just hanging out and having some fun. I think that'd be great, you know?
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, if you came up here, you could meet Gene, his brother Jeff, Cervante, Adrian, Mr. Rogers.
Earl's up there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Sultan.
Yeah.
Joe Emmel.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I don't want to be there for that conversation. Thank you.
I'm gonna
I
laugh.
do. I'm gonna fucking record it.
I'm
That's
gonna
gonna be like
laugh. Well, on
it's gonna
Super
be
Bowl
like that.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh on Super Bowl Sunday when Patrick Mahomes breaks his leg and
Oh,
and the
no.
Chiefs signed Tom Brady to replace him.
Oh my
Get out
god.
here, Nick.
Hold on.
When
I don't
Brady
know that.
becomes the Chief. Watch this.
Who's driving this fucking car right now? Bye, Nick.
Oh man.
Wait, do I have the option?
No. Hey,
No, it doesn't.
Miguel's driving.
Damn it! I tried.
There's a block button.
That's just
There's a
wrong.
block and remove friend button. I don't know. That, can you
That's wrong.
force him out of the call?
Wrong.
Remove
Fucking-
from group. It's right there.
Where is it?
don't.
No, be fun.
don't
Well, never
kick
mind.
him.
No. I'm staying
No,
humble until
no,
after the
no.
Super Bowl.
No.
First of all, actually, can we, before we actually get off of this,
Mhm.
whenever it does end, we should take scores. What do you think scores are going to be for Sunday?
There we go. Good call, Gene.
I think we should throw that in there. What do you got, Miguel?
28-23 Chiefs.
That's a low-scoring game for two high-powered offenses, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the
The
Niners.
Niners have a great defense, though.
Really?
I don't fucking know.
Chris,
That's just
Chris, what was
somebody
the?
told me.
Oh well, wait, John. Let me ask you. What was the Seattle score when they played the Niners?
I don't know.
Chris, what was the Cardinals score when they played the Niners?
Pretty damn close. We were off by 3 points? Each game too. I think each game we're up. Well, no, actually, that second game they fucking ran over 2 touchdowns on us. So, yeah, it was pretty close though. We played them pretty hard. So,
I'm gonna stay humble. I'm not gonna stay out of this.
so I'm just gonna have to say, I'm gonna go 28-30. 28-31 Chiefs. It's going to be a close game. I know this because of defensive. The Niners have the edge, but in offense,
Niners have that defense.
Niners have the edge on
How
defense.
about that D and down there in San
Yeah,
Francisco?
they have a huge D over there. Okay, but when it when it comes to offense, though, no joke, the Kansas City Chiefs have them on the edge for sure, and I think the Chiefs can overpower that defense. I've seen it time and time again with Mahomes. He's done it, and he'll do it again. I say Chiefs are going to win 31-28.
31
I'm not
what?
saying I'm not saying that Mahomes and Peyton Manning are in the same realm of each other because they're two completely different quarterbacks. But what the Seahawks did to the Broncos came in with that high flying offense. Seahawks came in with that defense, and that defense walked all over that offense because of that off. If your defense is stopping that offense, you don't even need that great of an offense. You just need to put some points up. And while I absolutely detest the 49ers, remember, I was born in LA, lived in Seattle. San Francisco is everything that I do not like in sports teams. I think it's going to be real close, and I think that the Chiefs are going to win, but I don't think that offense is going to be as high flying as it has been. Especially Sherman's still over there on the side and still really good.
He's really good at PIs, though. He's good at pass interferences lately. That's
Well, yeah,
my
but all
opinion.
of them are.
That's true.
PIs
has been a problem.
That's one of the problems with the NFL is
Yeah.
you can barely get to. Yes, Joe.
What?
They get
Let's
what?
hear it. Let's hear it.
Sherman, one guy.
Right. But if you take off half the field,
Okay.
Does he really cut
Tyreek
half?
Hill. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Tyreek
Nick.
Hill.
Nick, okay.
Tyreek Hill.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelsey.
sure,
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins.
sure.
Hit Damian Williams. You can catch out of the backfield.
Who opened this can of fucking worms? I hate
Nicole
you.
Hardman. I'm not going to do
you.
this. Isn't going to be the Tom Brady episode again. I'm sorry, but I'm saying all the great defenses that have faced the Chiefs. Yes, the Chiefs have struggled, and they struggled against the Texans. They almost gave me a heart attack. They struggled against the Titans, but they score fast. They are the fastest scoring offense in the NFL. Fast. Okay, your defense can slow us down, but guess what? Boom, 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 boom. Special teams, pick six. Mahomes, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah, you score one touchdown on a run, you wind down all this clock. Special teams, fumble. Defense, pick six. Honey Badger, thank you, Cardinals.
Texans, thank you very much.
Yes, through the Cardinals.
Oh, it's the Cardinals, man.
Texans, thank you very
Come
much.
on.
LSU. Okay.
Yes.
If you really want to go
Okay,
back.
yeah, we
All
were
right,
going
all
back. Thank you, LSU. Anyway, Miguel,
Cardinals don't
shut up.
count.
Your year was a couple years ago with your Wincy boy, or excuse me, the guy that couldn't do it, but Foles did it for him.
Big Dick Nick.
Yeah, Big Dick Nick scored it.
Who got replaced by a Coug this year, by the way? Go Cougs.
Anyway,
Oh fuck!
eat a dick. Yeah, okay. It's my time. It's my time.
Oh, that was meant to be Big Dick for Big Dick Nick.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's been 50 years. Okay, I want a good
I'm
game.
rooting for you.
Regardless of the outcome, I'm going to say the score is probably going to be somewhere like 42-35.
Yeah,
I'm going to give the offense a high scoring offense. It's going to be in the 40s.
yeah.
At least for the Chiefs, I want it to be in the 40s. Niners, I want to be in 35, 37 points. But
I think
that's
it'll be in the 20s.
but I don't know. I don't think they can get to the quarterback, but Mahomes is just like Aaron Rodgers. He's more elusive when he's on his feet, and he's younger than Aaron Rodgers, and he's more dangerous.
You mean when a guy's standing up on his feet, he can.
Well, I mean, when he's on the run, when he's on the
No
go.
fucking kidding. He's elusive when he's on his feet. You can fucking catch him if he's laying down.
You know what I meant? When he's on the run, not when he's on his feet, you fucking kook bitch. Jesus Christ. Tom
Joe's
Brady.
gonna pop an
God
eyeball.
gobbler.
Look at him. Joe's gonna
Jesus,
pop an
what's your
eyeball.
address, John? I'm going to get you a TB12 dick that's like this big. It's like the bite-sized one. You can have it.
Popcorn shrimp.
One bite, baby.
Oh, man.
Well done, Gene.
Yep.
Thanks, Gene.
Gene?
Well,
What is your prediction, Gene?
mine is I'll go 28-35. 28-35 Chiefs. I think Andy Reid's going to get him going.
Man, I want Andy Reid to get one so bad.
Gee, Miguel, do you want Andy Reid to get one?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
What about
son of a
Sean
bitch.
McCoy? Huh?
Shady? Yeah. Shady said he's retiring as an Eagle, so
It don't matter, but he still wants his ring.
yeah, that's fine.
It'd be
I'm
nice
fine
if
with it.
T. Suggs could get another one because he couldn't get it one somewhere else.
Fuck the Niners.
God damn it, Joe. Why'd you got to go
I'm
there,
just-
bro?
You mean the Niners
wait.
that play an hour outside the city?
Oh, yeah, Frank Clark wants another one, too.
Fuck the Niners.
I don't think was Frank Clark on the team that won one with.
Wasn't he? No, he wasn't?
No.
Oh, well, he wants one because he couldn't
Yeah.
get it in
And- living in Houston, I'm not gonna lie to you. Living in Houston,
Because they didn't run
watching the
ball.
reaction from when the Seattle got Jadeveon Clowney down here, the trade of Frank Clark to Kansas City and what Seattle got, and then what Seattle paid for Jadeveon Clowney was fucking hilarious down here, dude. People were pulling their hair out. People were going nuts over that trade.
Texans have hair?
Well, more than you do.
Well, I thought they were just fat and bald.
First
I mean,
of
I got
all,
some.
I'm fat and bald, but that's beside the point.
I want to know what it's like down there now, knowing that your baseball team's cheaters.
Okay, first off, you just cracked this one open. Hold on.
Hold on. Wait.
To be
Before
fair.
we go down this road, I have not made my prediction for the Super Bowl. So before we go chase rabbits,
All right.
I don't want the Niners to win, which is why they are going to.
Right.
I don't want Joe. I'm sorry.
It's not going to happen, Joe. It's not gonna happen.
Here, I got you, Joe. I got you, Joe.
Joe, I'm sorry. I'm going to be rooting for the Chiefs. I want the Chiefs to win, but I believe that the Niners will because I want them to lose.
You know what the number 2 worst fan base is in the NFL?
Seahawks?
Washington State.
No.
Dallas.
Yeah, they number
Patriots
one.
are number 1.
Dallas Cowboys, number 2.
Niners.
Niners are
Steelers.
number 2
I was going to say the
because
Raiders.
they feel like they should be in the same conversation with the Patriots. We're the greatest team. We're the greatest team. We're
Fucking
great.
50
Do you
years
listen to-
ago?
Do you listen to ESPN
Oh,
in the
that was the
morning
Chiefs.
with Golic and Wingo?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Go-
Great
Wing-
show.
Wingo in the morning, whenever he says Patrick Mahomes' name, he
Future Hall of Famer.
future Hall of Famer Patrick. He goes future Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes. Every time he says,
is.
like, talk about homerism.
Yeah.
So again,
But I'm not
I
talking about
want
analysts. I'm
the
talking about
Chiefs to win.
fans.
I want the Chiefs to win, and I hope they do. My prediction is the Niners win. I'm not going to give a score because I have no idea.
John, do
That's
me a
just
favor
because
and
John
just
really
root
wants
for the
Wazoo to
Niners.
win every time
Oh.
Wazoo plays UW, and they always lose. So that's why he sticks with his predictions this way.
Wazoo just lost their head coach to Mississippi State.
Yep. But they got the Hawaii head coach.
Right.
Chris.
Well, not to be sentimental or anything, but I just have to say I think the Chiefs are going to win. I mean, my dad passed away last year. Huge Chiefs fan, huge Arizona Cardinals fan. That's why they're my number 2 team for my pops. But, you know, just like Joe's dad and where he came from KC, they're going to win this year. They, you know, me and Joe are 2 best friends. We've got our dads up there in the air and they're watching them. They're going to win this fucking Super Bowl. We got this shit, Joe.
I'm just gonna stay humble. I'm not gonna be the fan that's like, this is our year, we're gonna do it. But prove me wrong.
We're going to do it.
Because every single year since I've been a Chiefs fan, which is early 90s, it's been, well, there's always next year. Well,
Right.
look, there's always next year. Well,
Right.
oh, hey, look, there's always next year. So it's been 50 years since they've been. You get this far, don't lose. Just do it. Win it.
Yeah.
So I think they're focused. I think both teams are, one is not playing arrogant. I think they're both playing humble. But I just think that the Chiefs have a slight advantage. Not a huge advantage, but a slight advantage. But then again, last year we thought that the Rams defense was going to smash the fuck out of Tom Brady. At least we hoped they did.
The who?
Those people that we won't talk about. The happy enders.
Those who should not be named.
Right. But you saw what happened last year. So I think it's going to come down to coaching and time management. And I just think that Andy Reid has more experience with that.
I agree.
Whether that's good experience or not is the question.
Well, he's learned from his past mistakes. I mean, he's run the ball more. He's mixed up the offense. Spagano has done great with the defense since he's come in. We've done great. So, anyway, yeah,
It's gonna be an emotional game, Joe. I tell you that much. It's gonna be crazy. My wife's a 49ers fan, so I've got a 49ers fan living with a Cardinals fan. It sucks. It's rough. I got her family calling me all the time talking shit. It happens.
If you want to come over
that's
and
the way
leave
it
her
is.
and the kids at home, you're more than welcome to come over on Sunday. But she is not welcome.
Well, I've got my. I'm definitely gonna sport my dad's number 1 Chief fan dad shirt that day. I'm gonna put it on right when she's not looking and be like, "That's right, fucking Chiefs." So,
And
because
Joe,
I know it. What? Go ahead.
Make sure not to wear anything.
No,
just go naked, dude.
I mean, you see, this and that shit in the background is probably all I've got. I mean, I have all of my jerseys in my closet, but I'll save that for when they win.
Yep.
There you go.
During the game, I'm not wearing any. I might even wear my pitter patter shirt again on Sunday.
You gonna go to the parade?
No. I'll have a parade down my street. I'll streak naked down my street. No, I won't. I won't do that.
Don't do that. It's a little cold outside, buddy.
And then, there's too many kids in the neighborhood.
A lot of kids. Oh man.
Anyway,
Well, good shit, guys.
I want a good game. I don't want to blow out. And I'm excited to see the masturbation bowl. I mean, the halftime show with Shakira and J-Lo. So,
Hey. Heck yeah.
I might be watching it on my phone in the bathroom for a little bit. So,
Hoping for a little.
All right, Gene, do you really want to crack open that Astros?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we have enough time for that, dude.
You got
Yeah.
all the time in the world. Go for it, but I'm going to go piss.
All right. First off, I'm a Dodger fan. Born and raised Dodger fan. Have been forever. There goes Joe. There goes
no,
John.
I'm here. I don't have a weak bladder like these guys.
So, like, when they won in 88, I was 5 years old. Fuck you too. The fact that, like, when the Dodgers and the Astros made it to the World Series, like, everybody here was in that holier than thou mentality. Like at first they were like, the Dodgers were the big powerhouses, the Astros were those, young upcomers. We're going to have a fighting chance. And then they win. And everybody here goes nuts. And I'm like, good for them. They are the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Pompous group that I've ever seen. Like, there is, snobby, just nasty, like, and me as a Dodger fan, I've taken it. I eat humble pie. I sit there and I joke with them, and play with them because, like, and inside I was just like, I was pissed but I was like, hey, you know what? They're a good team. Like, good on them. They did a good job. They went out and got one of the best pitchers in baseball, and Justin Verlander, and got that World Series. We go the next year. We get back to the World Series again. We go up against the Red Sox. We lose 2 years in a row. Like, the Astros fans that I know have now doubled their shit talking because 2 years in a row we lost in the World Series. Okay, cool. Then this breaks. And I remember back in 2017, there was the story from was it Charlie Furbush, pitcher for the White Sox, who came out and said, hey, there was something weird going on because when I would throw certain pitches, there was weird noises coming from the dugout. I remember reading that. But the caveat being, I remember also the Dodgers getting accused of sign stealing in 2017 as well. So I am going to say that. But the thing that pisses me off the most about the Astros fan base as being a resident of the city of Houston is I am a fan of the game. Like, when I'm a hockey fan, I'm a baseball fan, I'm a fan of the game. I'm not a fan of cheating the game. If the Dodgers were to cheat, I would just be as pissed off as I am at the Astros cheat. That's ruining the integrity of the game. Yes, Joe.
Just a quick question.
Sir.
I used to watch baseball.
Sir.
When the whole steroids thing, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, the Barry Bonds thing. What are your feelings on that? Because in my opinion, that period of baseball was probably the best time in baseball in my opinion in history, because it made the game exciting. It wasn't more like watching a chess match. It was more like
fun.
Oh fuck, here comes Mark McGuire. Are you gonna walk him or are you gonna throw it at him? And he smack, there it goes. And you wanted to watch him chase the record. So to me, that was more exciting to watch than to watch like the 2001 Diamondbacks win the World Series.
Right.
Well, I'm a super avid baseball fan, and I've played it for a long time. I don't know. You still got to hit the ball, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you take all the, it doesn't make it right. But to say that it's like gives you like this, I mean, you still got to hit a 95 mile an hour fastball. So I think, I mean, it gives your advantages, but it doesn't just automatically let you hit home runs every swing, right?
Right.
So
exactly. But they were able to smash it. And
the thing about the steroid area was it was on both sides though. The pitchers were on steroids, the hitters were on steroids, the fielders were on steroids. Like, and it was not really illegal in the game at the time. And that's the thing. Yes, so, in the eyes of a lot of fans, if you do steroids as a professional athlete, it's a no-no. But if there are no actual rules against it, whereas Chris.
Well, keep going. I'll jump in here.
I was going to say the difference, in my opinion, from the steroid era, where you had the excitement of that, and I'll give them that. Like that was the race between McGuire and Sosa was some of the best baseball, like the storyline that there's been in a very long. The thing about that is it was just an all-encompassing, wasn't against rules. This with the Astros, the commissioner of baseball came out and said, "Do not do this. Specifically, do not use electronics to steal signs." Came out, told the teams that flat out. They allow sign stealing. If you have a guy, because if you go back last year, Kenley Jensen, the closer for the Dodgers, multiple times at the end of the game when he had a runner on second base, intentionally box to move that runner from second to third, so there's no chance of him stealing that sign. Like you see him, like look it up on YouTube. He turns and looks at, going to box, intentionally box, very obviously to move that runner. That is sportsman. Like if you can in real time get the guy on second base to recognize the sign, give the signal to the batter, yeah, okay, that's one thing. To electronically do what they did is just, it to me ruins the integrity of the sport when that is flat out against the rules that the commissioner put forth.
Just like the Patriots did with the Bengals and all the other teams that they probably cheated against. Yeah.
And if you look at the Patriots Super Bowls, out of the 6, 5 of them had something in it that was like questionable or against the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the thing that ultimately makes me really like gutturally pissed off about this is the integrity of the game has been soured. And people in Houston are like, don't care, got a ring. I don't care about the integrity of the sport. We got a ring.
Well, yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Where and the thing about for me is I'm the other way. I would rather care for the integrity of the game because I love the game.
Right.
I love my Dodgers. Born and raised a Dodger fan. Grandpa was a Dodger fan. Dad's a Dodger fan. My brother and I are Dodger fans. We went to a bar here in Houston for every game of that World Series and just got shit on the entire time, to the point where the bartender, the owner of the bar, specifically told people, don't mess with my Dodger fans. They're the only Dodger, because he knew we would sit there and be cool and take it. But these people are like, we don't care about the integrity of the game. We got a ring. And the players do not show remorse. I mean, Dallas Keuchel just came out and said, yeah, we did this. I'm sorry. And it's that the players here are like, yeah, we got a ring. Who cares? And there are people that did not get call-ups, that got call-ups and got hit like that and no longer have the chance. Ball players, they have that ding on their system. Andre Ethier was retired after 2017. That was the year he was going to get his World Series title. He retired without one. Yeah, Chris. Sorry.
So, I mean, my dad was part of the MLB. He was a professional umpire in the Major League Baseball.
Oh, right on.
So he told me, this is the one thing that he told me, was that almost in every professional sport, they cheat. Regardless of what they do, corked bats, steroids, Spygate, whatever it is, looking at plays, everyone wants to win, and that's their main goal. Yes, and it's all about who gets caught, and that's what my dad said in a professional sport. It's all about who gets caught and who is lazy about, who's sloppy about that cheating. Everyone in the professional sports is cheating regardless. You can look at it as, oh, I can't believe they're cheating, but most of the time, all of our guys are cheating. It's just part of the sport. And there are some noble players. I'm not saying everybody's a fucking cheater and everybody's, doing that thing, but it's everywhere in every sport. And that's just kind of what I took from my dad when he told me that. So.
No, and I completely agree. Like, I'm not gonna to lie. That's why the NFL coaches cover their mouth when they're calling players, because they have people trying to lip read. Like, I understand that. And to me, if the Dodgers did this, I'd be just as pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, I understand that there's cheating. But to go to the levels of what it is, and it's not that they got to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they got to a divisional round or even to they won the World Series. And not only that, Alex Cora, who was a bench coach for the Astros, then turned around and took it to Boston and did it in Boston. And guess what? The Dodgers got fucked again. And so it's just one of those things where, like, how much did the integrity of the sport die because now people are like, even fringe fans are like, well, this is what they do now. Like, and I understand that. Yes, there is something. I understand that. Oh, the dog.
Uh-oh.
Like,
You're cutting in and out.
You're breaking up pretty good now.
Well,
Sorry.
I gotta head out here, but I will leave you with this: whatever the Mariners have to do to win a World Series, I'm all for it. All right.
I love it.
So, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. I look forward to talking to you guys soon.
Hell yeah, Gene. Thank you for joining our podcast, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Gene.
Right. We'll
Thanks
see you guys.
for the feedback.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
on you,
work
Gene.
Tomorrow.
you guys soon.
All right, buddy.
See you guys.
Later.
Later, bud.
I don't know if you see this.
Tilt it down. Well, I don't know.
I got pixels.
There's a lot of glare.
It's the glossy.
It's a reflection.
God damn it. Anyways, it's a picture of my my uncle. He's a part of the MLB as well.
Nice.
It's pretty crazy. My dad actually has an article where my dad was part of the MLB in the minor leagues, and he actually called out Barry Bonds before he made it to the MLB. There was a big controversy of my dad calling him out, sliding into home plate. I got to find the paper article, and I'll try to post it, but it's pretty interesting to see my dad calling Barry Bonds out before he was even a major leaguer. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, I'm also a hockey fan. Like, I understand.
Yeah.
We were the team that in, what was it, 92? Marty McSorley got called for an illegal curve on his stick in the playoffs, and a lot of people say that was the reason why the Kings didn't win the Stanley Cup that year and all that kind of stuff. But even that stuff makes me upset.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
As a sports fan.
cheating's bullshit, and it should never happen. And just the way you feel, just like I feel, it's not right, and it fucks up the game. You know.
Shut up, I'm a sport fan anyway.
Shut up, John. Your coach fucking wanted to throw it on the 1 yard line instead of giving to beast mode. So shut
That
up,
was the
John.
offensive coordinator.
And
Whatever.
the problem, but when you look at statistically, everybody was like, well, it's going. That's actually kind of when you want to try to throw a ball because everybody's going to dive out.
Not with a
Your
talent like
audio is
Mark.
Not with the beast, not with beast mode. Marshawn Lynch would have made that touchdown easy.
He would have kept. He would have burned.
He was in his. He was in his fucking prime. He only had 2 yards? That was a touchdown all day.
Yep.
Every Seattle fan knows that.
I love how upset Chris is about the Marshawn Lynch run.
Yes.
Yeah, because they would have beat the fucking Patriots.
It's the known fact that Marshawn Lynch that was the year where you guys ran up 52 points on the Cardinals, and he did like a fucking backflip and grabbed his nuts into the end zone to us.
And got fined.
I fucking
look
hate
what they
that
did
guy,
to the
but
Saints
yes,
in the NFC Championship game.
he was amazing.
They could not tackle him in that game, and then we're gonna throw it on the 2 yard line.
He was trying to make Russell Wilson more famous than Marshawn, and Marshawn should have had it. It was bullshit. Anywho, is there anything else we want to talk about before we close it up? Pitter patter. Let's move it on.
Pitter patter.
I just want to say
2 hours of editing for you there, Chris.
I know it might not be a lot of editing, just beginning and ending, but
Yeah, I'll cut out some of this. It'll be all right. We'll be good.
I just want to say, whether you loved him or hate him, rest in peace, Kobe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a shame, sadness, tragedy.
Yep. He transcended the sport. Icon, legend, one of the GOATs.
When he had his, legal trouble back in, what was it, 03 or whatever it was, from that point on, like before then, he was kind of a dirtbag. Not many.
Yeah.
What he did with not only the sport but the community, and then after he had his daughter and the father that he became and all that stuff, like, I mean, listening to sports talk in LA and listening to stuff, I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I was born and raised in LA, LA area, Southern California.
Right.
And if there was a player to look up to, or to idolize, it was Kobe. It was Kobe and Shaq. It was Kobe. And yeah, that's, my son was asking me, I'm watching Sports Center and I'm watching all the reactions and I'm getting all teary eyed. And he's like, "Did you know him?" I'm like, "No, it's not that I knew him, but it's just to grow up and witness what I witnessed with him and watched all of the finals, watched his clutch shots, watched who he became, watched him. I mean, he's 17 when he went in the NBA.
Yeah, we watched him grow. We watched him grow.
You watch him grow up. I mean, it's the same thing. Like I used to watch professional wrestling, and when Eddie Guerrero died, when Chris Benoit died, we were all heartbroken. Like me, my mom, like we used to watch wrestling all, every week, and they're in your homes every week. And to lose somebody like that, you consider them, it's close, even though it's not real, relationship. But
and the fact that he wasn't 70 when he died.
Yeah,
exactly. It wasn't. He wasn't gone from the sport for 5 years. He retired 2 years ago. 3 years ago?
I think it was 3 years. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty damn close.
But yeah, he was only 41. I mean, I told Tom, I said, "Tom, he's only like 5 years older than me." And my son's eyes got all big. And I'm like, yeah, tragically like that. And just boom, life's gone. Done.
I mean, and the other people on the helicopter as well. Those 3 girls whose life was just starting,
Yes. All of the people that were on that helicopter, I don't want to take any grief or whatever, limelight away from them, but just to have it gone in an instant like that, it's like, wow, 2020, you're fucking struck out and it's only January,
It's been a long year.
Fucking coronavirus, Kobe's gone, and and then what, the fucking whole Iran thing. It's just like, what's next? I'm saying in my head, I'd hate to say it, God forgive me, but I'm saying Betty White's next. And if Betty White goes, all hell is going to break loose. Everybody's going to lose.
If Betty White goes, you got to go slap the shit out of him.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I know. I don't want to say it, but it's like, I'm like, well, what else? How worse can it get now?
Right.
It's like Betty White's been trucking along and she's still alive and she's doing good. And it's like, she's basically America's sweetheart. And if anything happens to her, it's just like, everybody's going to be like, well, fuck this. Fuck everything. But yeah, rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, everyone else that lost their lives.
Yeah.
Gigi, you're only 13. I can't imagine as a father losing your kids and being in that moment of knowing that the fucking helicopter is going down and you have no control over fucking dying. That's it. That's the end.
I think what makes it most tragic too is when you involve children in this whole situation, it makes it 3 times worse. And I mean, we all know, we all have children, Demonic. You have nieces and nephews. You understand this too. You understand babies and their young lives that are at stake and how tragic this can be. It's extremely depressing. It's extremely sad. And to see how Kobe changed, he changed as a person from a dirtbag to this great father because of his children. His children changed him. And we all know this. We all have children. We all know how quick that can change. By the time you see that baby's face born and you get to hold your first baby and all that, it changes everything. It changes the world. And I think that's what makes it most tragic about this. I think the one positive thing that we can pull back, and I think we've all read this in this thread, is that Kobe was with his daughter to the end. From the beginning to the end, he was with her. And I think that's extremely important.
That as well, I want to add to that, is the Mamba mentality was, don't let anybody try to outwork you. Keep that Mamba mentality and, like he used to be practicing and somebody would walk in while he was practicing, he would still be the last one to leave because he did not want them to see him not practice. He wanted them to see him practice and outwork them and to show them like, look, I'm going to outwork you no matter what you're going to do. and there's nothing that's going to change that. So if there's anything we can take away from this is the Mamba mentality, and just bust your ass and do your best at whatever it is that you can do.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the whole aspiration of our podcast too, is we're busting our ass out here to do what we really love. We enjoy video games. We enjoy this community. We enjoy everybody around us. I think that's our mentality as well. And he's shown us that light. So
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her. All right. Well, this is going to be the end of a very special episode. I'd like to thank Nick and Gene for joining us on this awesome journey that we've took through our conversations and friendship.
Thank you, Wiggs. Thank you, Monkey.
Yeah.
Thank you both.
Thank you much for having me on, guys. This was really.
You cut off.
Thank you guys for having me. This was cool too. If you could still
Cut
hear
off again.
Balls.
If you guys ever want to come back, just hit us up. We're open for listeners, guests, and we can maybe watch Miguel eat a dick. Anyway.
I'd like to thank John for my gift.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Son of a bitch.
Love you.
Anytime you guys want me back, give me a ring. That's no problem.
Always,
Bye,
man.
Felicia.
Bye, guys.
Love you, Nick.
Wait, don't leave yet.
Yeah.
I'm here.
We still got to sign out.
Got to do the end of our podcast.
Yeah.
I also want to thank Joe for fucking giving John my address, you son of a bitch.
Hey, I did it for a different reason because John asked me.
He tricked him.
He said, "Hey, Risky wants to get Miguel something special for his birthday and surprise him. What is his address?" So, if you're going to get pissed at me, no, get pissed off at John because I was doing it out of the goodness of my heart thinking that, hey, Risky wanted to send Miguel something. So I was like, all right, cool. Risky doesn't have my number, but John has my number.
Hold the fucking phone there, Joe. Don't put all the blame on me. I can show you the text where I said, Joe, I want to get Miguel a chocolate dick. Do you think he'll think it's funny? And he said, hell yeah. I need his address. Okay.
But before that,
I did ask for your address for Risky.
Oh, my gosh.
Did Risky send you a present?
Now I'm curious what Risky is sending me.
You just ruined it, Joe.
Probably nothing.
Where is it? It's right.
Probably
box.
nothing.
There.
I can't read it.
I can't get the camera to focus on it, but it says,
what does it say?
Risky has something she wants to send Miguel for his birthday. Where should she send it? Okay, I'll get you his address. Do you think Miguel would find it funny if I sent him a chocolate dick? I said, ha, 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 yeah. And then I sent him the address.
Gave me the address.
But I thought Risky was also getting you something, so that's why I gave the address, because
I dropped my
your dick.
he broke his dick. It's over.
It's not broken.
Damn, that's a solid dick.
Eat it. Eat it.
It's a sturdy dick.
Eat it.
Man.
Five
Eat
second
it.
rule there, buddy.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
Just
Eat it.
that tip.
Fucking eat it.
That tip.
Eat it.
Just that tip.
Oh, my God. He's going to do it.
Eat it.
Oh.
Eat
Just let it
it.
touch you. Just touch
Eat
your lips.
it.
Kiss it.
Joe hit record.
Eat
Joe hit
it.
record.
Eat it. Eat it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he bit the tip off. The tip is gone, folks.
Oh, Miguel took just the tip.
But you know,
Is it solid or is it dark or what?
Is it creamy?
It's dark.
It's dark chocolate.
Ugh.
Is there a pube in there?
Yeah, he got it. John got it.
You were just waiting for that, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. He hit record. Oh. It's all
I
right,
did
Miguel.
record on OBS as well.
We won't.
I love you, Miguel. Happy birthday.
Good sport, Miguel. Happy birthday.
We love you,
So that'll
buddy.
be a new meme. Eat a dick.
Less teeth. Less teeth.
Oh, man. All right. Well, this is going to wrap up episode number 157. This is Chris.
That was a lot of chocolate to get through.
That was.
That's what she said.
Swallow, Miguel.
It's actually-
swallow it all.
Episode 158, actually.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. I had to go back and look. It's been 2 weeks. This is Chris. I'm going to go play some video games. I am out. Pace.
This is John. I'm going to go play some Call of Duty. I am out.
Call of Duty.
This is Miguel. I'm gonna go fuck if I know.
Eat a
Pitter
chocolate
patter.
dick.
Eat the
Already
rest of
did
your
that.
chocolate dick.
Oh, you did do that.
I
So
did
proud
do
of you.
I need a cigarette now. Thank you.
Was it that good?
Dark chocolate is disgusting. Did they not have a milk chocolate option?
No, they didn't.
Not even
It
a
probably
cookies and
doesn't hold
cream
up well.
option.
I'll be more down for that if it wasn't fucking dark chocolate. Thanks, Sean. You son of a bitch.
Sorry. I didn't even realize it was dark chocolate till after I'd ordered it.
The worst.
Oh man.
Now you can send me a bottle of wine, John. It's that
Okay.
Moral compass. All right. This is Joe. I'm going to play some Call of Duty. Ferda.
This
For
is
the
Nick.
boys.
This is Nick. I'm gonna go watch Letterkenny with my wife.
Nice. Game on, guys.
Game on.
Game on.
How do you like your coach, by the way? You like?
At least you're not a Cardinals fan.
You know what? Oh shit! I totally forgot about that. Cardinals up there. Yeah, I don't know. I like him. It's okay.
Like BA?
It's year one. I mean, I trust it. I got trust in him.
Oh yeah.
Y'all are gonna end up with Philip Rivers, aren't you?
Yeah, so I was going to say, how are you going to like your next year quarterback, Mr.
I don't-
Rivers?
I don't know because I have a weird feeling they're gonna maybe do a franchise tag on Winston because
Good God, why?
because that's just what.
So he can throw more interceptions.
Well, but everyone's deal is well he threw for 5,000 yards, and it's like
Yeah, but-
yeah.
33 and 30. Like,
It's just like the Cougars though. If you're losing all the time, you're
Wait
gonna
a
throw
minute.
all the time.
Wait a minute.
Don't go Cougs.
Wait
Should we start,
wait.
guys? Should we start?
yeah, the
Yeah.
shit talking has begun.
Are we recording?
Gamer Talk Podcast, Season fucking 2.
They know you're here. They're watching.